won.
Yeah, it did.
No.
Yeah.
No, fucking Connor. Me and you are gonna have a fight tonight.
Fine.
And we're
I'm
live, everybody.
Fuck. God damn it.
Welcome to No Bucks Given, where we are currently watching Money in the Bank. Some of us have seen it, JP and part of Connor. Me and Heather have not.
Part of me.
The best part. But other than that, yeah, we're going to be going through match by match, giving our little review and a recap of what's going on. There are some bad feelings currently and some good feelings about the event. I'd say
it wasn't a perfect show by any stretch of the imagination, but I thought it was a very serviceable show.
Oh, come on.
I'm just going to modify this real quick.
There we go.
No, it's not. Just stop. That wasn't me being pissed. You need to stop assuming that I did it on purpose. Here.
Let me just...
you gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing. You get me?
So we are currently watching Money in the Bank right now, but obviously for those of you new here, we can't share it because of the wonderful amount of copyright. Although I feel like maybe things might change with that with WWE.
I'm hoping that they're not so like anal about the stupid shit. Like, oh, you have a GIF of WWE. Get your video off YouTube.
TNA has opened the doors up to like have that people like review their stuff live, which I'm like, that's I mean, granted, I know TNA is in a completely different stratosphere of WWE, but at least they're encouraging creators to like check out their stuff. Oh God.
It'd be really neat if they invented something where you could watch it and the automatic like guidelines of YouTube restrictions would blur out the video and only show it like for like 10 seconds at a time randomly. Like if there was a program that just did it.
Makes it easier. We're currently watching the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, so it's not done yet. But yeah, what a show.
I enjoyed this match. This is the only match I've seen so far, and where I'm doing a little rewatch because Heather never saw it. It's a pretty good match overall. My question that I wanted to ask you guys before we started about Money in the Bank, I think I'd like for them to introduce the Money in the Bank briefcase lowering to like a retrievable height after a certain time limit. Because I hate when the match starts and they immediately run up the ladder and try to get the fucking Money in the Bank briefcase. I'd like to see an actual match first before they start going for the fucking belt or the briefcase.
I agree. They should be beating the fuck out of each other to get each other to the point of being unable to move and then going for the ladder.
I agree, but with that many people in a match, that's very hard to pull off.
Well, I mean, all I'm saying is like you can have. Well, they do multi-man matches all the time. Fatal four-ways and whatnot. So, like, if you had the Money in the Bank just lowered after, like, 5 or 10 minutes to a point where people could get it, it would at least guarantee we'd see some wrestling instead of constantly running up the fucking ladder.
I'm going to take
Okay, good.
Yeet. Oh, wait, I forgot we had the... Hold on.
Now, this is a bit of a different notebooks given because we'll be mainly talking about the show we're watching. There's a little bit of news out there, and I know JP is just fuming about the show.
I'm talking to Heather about earlier today.
Because I was over at the neighbors starting to play D&D when Wendy came home from her friends.
It was Wendy and I today.
Wendy and I, the JP story.
Also, real quick, as we're talking about this real fast, the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, I got to admit that, like, I think with maybe the exception of Andrade... And probably, well, never mind. I was going to say Carmelo, but he just got squished by a fucking ladder. All the competitors are very well over.
That's what I was, before you got in here, that's exactly what I said to Heather. Like, except for Andrade, because he's just recently back and they've done really nothing with him. And Carmelo Hayes, because he's
Carmelo's recently, like 50-50.
Yeah, it's going to take time for him, but this is like a good way to introduce him to people.
This is the match for him.
And honestly,
it was funny because I was putting back together Wendy's Rubik's Cube when Andrade was coming out, and I just looked up like, what the fuck?
Oh, here we go.
His entrance music, the guy who says El Idolo at the beginning, sounds like somebody just belching.
Terrible camera work on that. Zoomed in on the ladder, but it does sound like that.
So, I want to reiterate, I did not hate any of the wrestling tonight. I'm going to say that. Right.
But I think this
fucking
has
now.
been par for the course for every pay-per-view in the last year and a half we've watched. The wrestling has been fine, but nothing has been great.
Yeah, there's been no out of this world booking decisions.
These fucking decisions have been very, 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 very questionable.
Now, I don't know what happens tonight outside of the winner of this match, but I can kind of put together why you would hate it, and I can kind of put together what happened.
So, I will say this right now. I said this show will be very telling, and I said this. If Gargano and Ciampa win the tag team titles.
Basement's favorite spot.
That was fucking
my
dirty
greatest
man on his lower back.
My greatest fear is half of what they fucking did. I mean 90% of what they did as far as booking did not want.
Okay. Well, we'll see once we get to the moments.
Make fucking sense.
We'll see once we get to the moments, and I probably will be with you on some of them, and maybe not on some others.
This part impressed me, by the way.
This is pretty good.
Obviously, I wish they did more with it, but like just the effing uppy.
Cornette, this is how you land.
Just fucking face first.
This is almost over, isn't it?
Yeah, it's getting to the end.
We're close to the end.
What's up, Alpha and Neos? Yeah, Alpha's completely correct. Myself and Heather have not, and Connor hasn't seen all of it. But JP has watched the entire thing.
I've seen. I'm caught up now to the part of the men's Money in the Bank ladder match that I've seen. I saw the IC title match and I saw the world title match. I did not see the women's or the main event. Oh boy.
I think you guys didn't even fighting with the clip itself.
No, he was looking
down
at
the
the
bottom.
crowd. He was looking at the crowd.
I love how he threw a
He's
ladder at him.
I don't know, where is it? Just look the fuck up, you fucking numbnut.
Hold on, I love this part. He's like, "Get the fuck over here! Watch his lips. Watch his lips,
motherfucker." This is it. Watch.
Oh, motherfucker! So good.
So bad. I
told you this was going to happen,
okay,
JJ.
So
and
before
if you like this, this is utter shit.
My personal opinion, I don't think McIntyre should have been in this match. I don't think he needs the Money in the Bank. There's other people on the roster that do. He already has a legitimate feud, and I get they want to build it around him being gypped out of the belt, is what my thought process is. But they already did that. Anything you do more is probably going to be detrimental to everybody else.
Sorry, I was watching the interpretive dancing that JP was doing.
No, I agree with Basement 1,000,000 fucking percent.
For the record,
why? Well, wait.
Yeah, no, and I okay. So what my thought process is
with you, this is me watching this. I lost it. I'm like, Jesus, this show is dead. It's dead. The show is dead now.
Lost it just now when you were doing some sort of weird No,
I was agreeing with Basement. I wasn't mad. I was agreeing with him. I've been fucking saying that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because this is what I'm going to say, and I think I'm going to be correct even later tonight. I don't like when they sacrifice so much to get one thing over. That's already over. It's like you don't need that extra push. Look who's in this match, right? Anybody else in this match could have won that and probably would have had a better storyline over a year or half a year, however long you want to do it. But I think I know what's going to happen. My prediction would be in some way this guy is cashing in this tonight, and it's going to be useless. That's my thought process.
So I'll say this. I understand the logic and the thought process of wanting to put the briefcase in somebody else, and I agree with your guys' sentiment in terms of like it would be better used to push a new star, especially where you have like a handful of them that really could use it. 1,000%. And in the sense of like getting them into that world title picture. So I'm not saying that like I wouldn't have booked this. I'll be flat out honest. I would not have booked Drew to win.
I would have booked LA Knight.
I had CM Punk interfere in this match. But he's on the cusp of getting it.
I mean, that's
skip this shit. I had to watch this. I about wanted to punch her.
The boys. Seasons
1 and 2, I wanted to kill her.
Oh no!
So I don't know.
Gee, shit
But
all over.
what I was gonna say was, as much as I wouldn't have done this, I get why they did this.
So
and
I know like what WWE is doing is they have a couple big storylines and they're interweaving them together, which is awesome. But like there is that moment where you start. Yes, you have 5 great
Questioning how much is
storylines.
too much.
Yeah, you have 5 great storylines and you're interweaving them into other matches and making things more important,
So,
which is good.
the-
But there's people by the wayside because the roster is so fucking talented
Mm-hmm.
that you can't cut it off at like the top 10. You gotta
so
fucking.
I think, and I'll use what they're doing with this bloodline story and having Cody there.
It doesn't look like this. It looks like fucking shit.
Hey,
That was New York.
you should see Governor Evers here. This guy fucking thinks, look at our beautiful city, but we're not going to show you where all the shit is.
Yeah,
I get
where's
it.
all the homeless people that literally litter every street that is downtown?
Right. It's all over. It's all over. But so
I hope this match is good.
I think Triple H is trying to establish the titles more because
My thing is not
I
every
think
feud
keeping
needs a title.
the Roman story. It's the Roman story so close to the title. I think they're paying homage to it by having Cody Rhodes there and being involved.
So I see that, Connor. So for me, Drew McIntyre's story is now about CM Punk and does not need any titles involved at all.
Nope.
And it's past the point of him costing him the belt. They already did it. Please don't do it again.
Yes.
Because then it's just how much is too much. You don't need to. Triple H does this though, and he's done this in NXT where he like beats a dead horse.
Yeah.
He does stuff a bit too long. It's still way better than anything fucking Vince McMahon does. So whatever.
This is a good match.
I
Really
think this
good
would be a good match. It's so weird because they gave Sami
enjoyed
Zayn a
this.
title and they still make him an enhancement talent.
So I will be honest with you. What I've seen of this match is good. I was actually cooking dinner and chasing Wendy around and doing all that stuff. So I didn't see a lot of this match, but what I seen of it was pretty good.
You know, if you shaved Braun Breaker, he's almost Goldberg.
Almost.
He's got the same tattoo.
On the wrong shoulder though.
Doesn't matter.
I forgot
I
Petey
get it.
Williams that works for WWE now.
What?
I just saw during the hype package that when the producers were splitting up Sami Zayn and Braun Breaker, that Petey Williams is a producer. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh yeah.
He's been there.
One little side note just to say about Drew winning the Money in the Bank briefcase. And I'm not saying this is a factor whatsoever, but just something to like just think about. Priest held that thing for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
long
true. You
while.
don't want that again.
Exactly.
So I can kind of see if they're gonna like.
again-
There's no way McIntyre's holding that for fucking longer than. I don't think he's holding it longer than tonight. But even if he does, it'll be gone in SummerSlam. Like he's not holding that thing for very long.
Again, not saying that was like the driving factor that makes up for the excuse of it. I'm just saying, but I get the frustration with it, and I get the annoyance of it, especially when you have the opportunity to push like guys like a Jey Uso or a LA Knight or whoever.
I don't think even Jey Uso needs a push.
No, LA Knight could have done wonders with the Money in the Bank,
Oh,
in my
right.
honest opinion.
Agreed.
I mean that is the biggest missed opportunity, and the fact that he's been in 2 Money in the Banks and never won now, and he's not exactly young. Like, when are you gonna fucking do something with this guy beyond mid card super hype?
Yep. 100%.
This match was very, very, very good. The Braun.
Every
In fact, I
every-
would probably say, without seeing all the other matches, this was my favorite.
I was gonna
It's
say
crazy.
this has contendership to being match of the night.
I keep seeing these. Shut the fuck up, Aru.
Keep going.
I get on the fucking Twitter and I see I lost my train of thought.
It's the lasers, isn't it?
No, what were we just talking about?
You
I'm
get on
sorry.
Twitter and you see these people. That's all.
Yeah.
Go.
Oh, with LA Knight. And they get on there and they say, well, LA Knight's got time. He's young.
He's not.
Are you people fucking retarded? You think
Then
somebody that shows up in WWE has only been wrestling for about a month and a half now?
I mean, he'll probably
Come
still
on,
wrestle for
man.
the next like 7 or 8 years, to be honest.
The guy's been wrestling for like 20 years. Like, people fucking think that these people fucking blow my fucking mind on Twitter.
So
Trying to get them to understand that they have something in front of them and they're just not. Triple H.
The thing is,
doesn't
they haven't
fucking
buried
need-
it. Are they setting
this,
up?
by the way.
Huh?
Are they setting?
Zoom in on the kid.
I thought something was gonna happen. He just looked like he shit his pants. Are they building up like a SummerSlam LA Knight versus fucking Jey Uso? Is that what the plan is?
It's gonna be. So what they're gonna do? It's gonna be Logan Paul.
Okay.
Yeah, they've been heavily hinting at that. In fact, to be honest, I'm surprised Logan Paul didn't show up.
Man,
during the
you know what
men's
they're gonna
match.
do with LA Knight? It's exactly the same thing they did with Kevin Owens. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens isn't just younger than he is.
But that's the trajectory. He's so good at everything that they'll just use him until he's fucking.
So like
gone out.
Ziggler.
No, you didn't.
Well, Ziggler's worse though. But
That's true.
But still, yeah, kind of. It's not a bad example.
There's a moment during the 6-man tag at the beginning, because I did see the first 5 minutes of it. Then I'll talk about that a little bit later on. And when you say about like worrying about LA Knight not getting his opportunity and getting the push, when the time's right,
Well, they're definitely giving him opportunities. to be
it's
a big
well,
star,
I mean,
but-
like pushing him to the moon. But there's another wrestler when we get to the world title match. I have a bit of a concern about that match, besides the obvious, which we'll get to it. But
world title match.
The world title match, yes. When we get
there was no world title match.
Yeah, Seth Rollins versus Damian Priest.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the main event. And that wasn't a world title match. No, I know that they had Seth and Damian Priest. I know that. I thought you were talking about
I was bouncing around a little bit.
Okay, so that's what I was because I was actively listening.
Look at my fellow Canadians. Good God.
Hey, good crowd tonight, though. Very good crowd
The
tonight.
funny thing is they actually did the national anthem and then did the Canadian national anthem.
Always second.
Always the bridesmaid.
Oh, God.
It was just there waiting on his dress.
They had Samantha Irvin sing the national anthem, and then they brought in some guy that just quivered.
I saw the guy that sang the Canadian anthem. It's like he looked like Justin Trudeau's son.
Who was it? Who did it? Who did it? Who did it at WrestleMania 6? Was it fucking Burt Reynolds?
Oh, I hope so, because that's awesome.
Yeah.
No, Burt Reynolds was a special guest referee.
No. Someone saying
Or
that.
a ring announcer. No, he's a special guest ring announcer.
So
Burt
yes,
Reynolds
to
did
answer
not
my
sing the
question, thank
national
you.
anthem. What?
I'm gonna fucking smoke this pre-roll tonight.
Do
I'm
it.
gonna need it.
Need it.
I don't know. You were talking, so I had 2 ears but only 1 brain. So
What I said was,
I have
asked
no brain.
I said, who was the ring announcer for WrestleMania 6 because they sang the Canadian national anthem? I said, was it Burt Reynolds? And you're like, no, he was a special referee, or rather the ring announcer. I said, so to answer my question was yes.
What? It
he
wasn't
didn't sing
but he
the
didn't
Canadian
sing
anthem.
any national anthem.
I could have sworn there was a recording of him doing that. No?
No, they were gonna have him. I think Bruce Pritchard said they were gonna have. He was so fucking hammered. He said he wasn't gonna let him sing no national anthem.
Oh, I could have sworn.
No. Oh my God! He changed his fucking avatar.
Yeah, you didn't see that?
You just noticed that.
Yes. I don't pay attention to his avatar. I don't.
Actively
The Last
listening.
Airbender. Actively watching.
No, I just don't.
Whew,
I
this
know
thing
you had
stinks.
Captain America on there earlier, and then I looked down and I'm like, motherfucker changed.
Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Hold on. I got a better idea. I just realized this. Hold on. Hold on. I'll change it again.
You're just trying to piss me off.
Halfsies.
Okay.
Let's see. Hold on. Let me see if I can find this. Oh, that's
I'm
fucking
not
cool.
whining, Arun, trust me. If I was whining, you'd know I was whining.
Funny you say that because
That's the way I talk. When I get animated,
I don't talk, I whine.
It sounds like I'm whining. I hate the way I fucking talk. I sound like a fucking nasally piece of shit.
Well,
Listen,
you're
I think
northern Midwest. So.
I'll be honest with you. I think the only type of like things of like speeches like that would annoy me, or the way people talk, is the fucking Valley Girl bullshit where people sound like they're fucking talking with
Like
a question at the end.
Fucking Sasha Banks.
It's like they're eating
That's
air
A little
for
bit,
some
yeah.
reason.
Well, it's almost like when you answer.
People that talk like that.
I'm talking to JP, and all of a sudden we're talking about Money in the Bank, and then there comes Sami Zayn with an elbow, and
I have
another
this-
elbow.
Like, oh my
gonna
god,
fucking
totally
snap your.
punched him in the face.
I have
Listen,
this-
I'm gonna snap your neck like a fucking twig.
I have this
Damn
woman
it,
that
vocal
like I
cords on the way
talk to.
down.
This woman that calls into my workplace, right? And I don't know what's wrong with her, but she's like French, and she
there you
talks.
go.
No, but she talks with a French accent, but it's like she's also her mouth makes like diarrhea sounds. She had, remember in Star Wars when they fucking go to the Gungans? And he's that guy. Imagine that, but French. So every time she's talking, there's this random.
Wait.
It's not good, and she's like always like unless you want to come with me. I don't want to go anywhere with you, man. Stop being weird.
No.
I'm talking to the woman at work, even though she's not here.
Can I save this?
Looks like Ron Breaker's wearing a slinky.
Yeah, they need to do something like they drop this like colorful bullshit.
They need to put him back in all.
I think he's paying homage to his uncles, and I don't mind it.
Uncle and dad.
By the way, it's been a while
Or
since I've seen
something like
Braun
that.
Breaker's entrance, but was reminded of the Scott Steiner nod.
Yes.
Because they kind of wore these kind of garb.
Get the
back in
chainmail.
80s and 90s.
Yes, he needs the chainmail.
And
He really be paying it.
I can tell you right now that he will probably evolve to that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm
He
here
needs to
for
start
it.
bench pressing like fucking sexy babes in the back.
I got 9 freaks for 7 days of the week.
No, he's got 7 freaks for 9 days of the week.
Check out my new
Steroid
workout
era.
routine.
I fucking that clip with him and fucking Bubba in the locker room.
Bubba Ray's like,
And
what
he
the
just,
fuck?
at the end of it, he just turns around and goes, English. Makes me pee my pants.
Fucking Bubba Ray was so fucking good, man. And he still is good. Like the guy that he does his podcast with on Busted Open Radio.
Oh, David LaGreca.
Oh my god. They were fucking David LaGreca was fucking whining about the fucking
Cody. And not winning
And-
first WrestleMania.
and no, it had something to do with something recently that happened.
No, I don't. I haven't
Obi-Wan
listened to him
Kenobi.
recently.
Something in
And it had
AEW.
nothing to do with AEW. Or it might have. Oh, but either way, like David LaGreca, Bubba Ray went off on David LaGreca. And at the end of it, David LaGreca told Tommy Dreamer, how do you put up with this guy? How did you put up with this guy for 23 fucking years or whatever the fuck it was, right? And fucking Bubba Ray goes, LaGreca, get control of your show. If you don't like what I have to fucking say,
Tell me to shut the fuck up or mute me.
I loved it. I love Scotty Steiner, Rick Steiner, fucking Bubba Ray, fucking great.
Is it a
Bubba
sign?
Ray is an underestimated. I will say this right now. His promos are up there.
Yeah.
With some of them.
He's very
He's
good.
really
on the mic,
good.
Honestly, if
especially
Bubba
as a
Ray,
heel.
if Bubba Ray broke away from Devon earlier in his career, he would have had a much bigger.
He would have
run.
had the career he's having now with TNA.
So he actually talked about this.
Yeah.
About how he didn't want to, he was just having fun.
Yeah.
Right. He was already doing, Paul Heyman. Yes. Paul Heyman was the mind behind it, but Bubba Ray and Tommy Dreamer, Devon, they were fucking running fucking ECW.
But like Bubba Ray has like a really good mind for wrestling and drive.
He is like the idiot savant that just naturally picked up on all of it, on every aspect.
But the thing is, like,
he could not fucking. Well, I just want to say this: when he could not wrestle one lick until he got later in his career, because it wasn't about the wrestling; it was about the entertainment aspect of the.
But the discipline to like change himself physically and mentally is what sets him apart from a lot of other people that are in tag teams that never make that change, right?
I would say that there's a handful of talent, right? That this fucking scared the bejesus out of me.
God, he almost killed himself.
He just narrowly saved him from breaking his neck.
He needs to fucking buy Braun Breaker dinner.
He does. He does.
Yeah, that one. Remember how like everyone's like, "Oh, you saved Rey Mysterio, Logan Paul." No, that was a fucking save. That was.
You know how Vince is about the big guy, right? Like the Hulk Hogan's and the Roman Reigns is. I like quarter stockier, like the Steiners.
You know, he kind of reminds me of physically like a much better in shape version of Rhino.
Yes.
Short, stocky. Yeah.
The Rhino was really good too.
Yeah, in his prime, he was fucking solid.
Oh God, he was.
Get a singlet from the '80s.
What?
I said, but Braun, get a singlet from the '80s.
Well, like I said, but I think he's paying an homage to his uncle and his dad, and I think
that's great.
I think he's paying homage to Zach Morris.
Oh, real quick side note. I don't know why, but like the fucking the graphics of the pay-per-view of the Money in the Bank with like the people running with the briefcase. I fucking love it.
Spy versus spy thing that they kind of had going.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah. That's the type of shit that they should do, though. It's kind of cool.
It brings uniqueness to the
and it gives a look, it gives like a theme instead of the fucking theme surrounded around a fucking song. Give me the green light.
Oh God, that was so cool.
But Braun is like, no one kicks out of the Blue Thunder Bomb. Oh my God, everyone kicks out of the Blue Thunder Bomb.
Nobody loses to the Blue Thunder Bomb.
Nobody loses to the Blue Thunder Bomb. There's a handful of talent out there that is what I consider cross-generational, meaning that they have the old school mentality, but they're able to apply it in modern times. Or at least like somewhat transition it into modern times, so you get like almost like the amalgamation of the best of both worlds. I think Triple H is obviously a mind of that, where he respects the old school in the industry. Whether people may not like him or hate him is irrelevant. I think Punk's the same way. I think
Punk
Bubba's
was actually a guy in the old school thinking new school the entire time.
Yeah,
or a lot more. He was always more inclined to like where wrestling is now than where it was when he wrestled.
That always impresses the fuck out of me.
I actually watched his documentary, The Best in the World.
Yeah,
it's actually really good.
It is very good. This always impresses me with Braun Breaker when he doesn't fucking run up the ropes for the Frankenstein.
Well, and I'm glad that they're actually showing, like look at Sami Zayn, man. Yeah. He legit is showing. He helped him with that.
Well, Sammy is a great seller.
There is no way anybody is that strong to do that.
Well, yeah.
But he's such
Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn is a great seller, man.
For the work he's doing.
His in-ring work is like, for me, Sami Zayn is a 9 out of 10 in-ring worker.
Oh yeah.
Like he can any match he's in is usually pretty good.
Probably why they gave him the strap, right? By the way, and again, this is kind of you're not gonna get me. I'm gonna.
This is why this kid gets it. he completely gets it. Like he's being sneaky. He's not like Braun Strowman. He's just gonna run around the
Braun
fucking
Strowman
ring.
is not good.
Oh,
Let's
when
just
he
be
first pulled that move out,
This guy's
fucking,
so
when he first pulled that move out against fucking
They can
Ludwig
afford
Kaiser,
sturdy
it was
announce
that
tables now.
beautiful aerial shot of the both of them running around both sides.
Oh
of the
yeah,
ring.
that was
fucking-
cool. Yeah.
I loved that so much.
They bought sturdy announce tables now.
Ah,
And if you join us on Friday nights and Connor is in one of those moods, you could do that on our show, what Heather was just explaining.
We
No, it'll just sink into the audience, and we'll be looking at the black void. I don't know how to put the camera back.
Oh, speaking of camera, that's what I was getting at. There are some camera shots in here that are fucking perfect.
Yeah,
And I know
they're doing a really good job.
I'd prefer they experiment. You gotta try to find
just wait.
ways
You'll see.
to make wrestling,
make it cinematically look different,
but also
yeah.
make it look and
It's
feel
not even
fresh.
Just production value. Looks
But it-
so
Well, that's
it-
what I'm saying.
It's something different. Wrestling's been the same for so long that adding some nuance is good.
I was about to say that's kind of one of the things that they're taking advantage of is that like, hey, we're changing a lot of things, and so with those changes, by default, 90% of them are going to be great or good because it's different than what we've been used to because we've been conditioned so much. Jesus Christ,
fucking
kiss my
good.
ass.
No, I like how he doesn't do the same thing every single time though. He
just
doesn't.
threw himself out there like. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh
This
god.
guy's just.
Dang, he launched himself.
That was
Man,
his.
just
That was his finisher in NXT.
he's
Yeah.
like just
He's a sick
he's
athlete.
a genetic freak is all it is.
I think he's got the best spear in the fucking business right fucking now.
well,
I don't know if it's
I-
because
I
of
know
sleep
it's better
deprivation,
than-
but
I know it's better than
picturing-
Edge's.
I don't know if it's sleep deprivation, but I just keep imagining that I was going to see triangles and circles above their heads.
Yeah.
I think I need some sleep.
Honestly,
And I don't mind this.
right decision. Because you
right
don't want to
now,
make
but-
Braun Breaker to be unstoppable, and you
So-
don't want him
right,
to lose
which
the
is
belt.
exactly the same thing that I don't want them to do with Gunther.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now Sami Zayn has beat Gunther and Braun Breaker, two guys that could potentially be those guys that are on forever runs.
I still think it's going to be a fatal four-way at SummerSlam, depending on how Ludwig Kaiser's injury is. I think
And
it's
that
going to
may
be.
be.
I think it's going to be Sammy, Braun, Sheamus, and Ludwig. But if his injury's out, they might replace him maybe with Ilya. I don't know, or somebody else. But I think they're going to do a fatal four-way, which that would be a lot of fun. That's going to be a
It would
fucking
be.
car crash.
Yeah, that'd be a great match.
I mean, all four pretty good.
Yeah.
Whee!
This
I
was a
think
re-
with
this was a
Braun
really good
Breaker-
match so far.
Braun Breaker has to go over at some point.
That's where I would have him win the belt.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
far, Money in the
I
Bank
would
as a
keep-
wrestling show.
I would have him and Walter actually have
Stand up.
Gunther have a standoff, but actually not physically touch.
Oh, beautiful
Gunther and
pick.
Braun Breaker shouldn't
That makes
wrestle unless
sense.
it's WrestleMania.
Oh fuck yeah! But you want to keep them two away
Yeah,
from each
you gotta
other for a
tease. You
little
gotta
bit.
tease it.
Yep. Like
Just
they did, and they're the last great tease up until what we've been watching was when they did the Shinsuke AJ Styles.
That was a fucking fart in church. Oh man, I was so bummed about that one.
What?
AJ and Shinsuke at Mania.
Well, the match itself, yes, but that Money in the Bank that they did, fantastic.
Oh, I thought you meant Mania.
No, because they both grabbed the ladder and then they just looked at each
Yes.
other, and then they got attacked. That's the kind of shit I want to fucking see with him and Gunther.
Basement's favorite.
Fuck this guy. Thanks for the love, sports entertainment guy.
What?
I hope
Can't
you
read that name for anything. Good lord.
It does say sports entertainment guy.
Oh.
And like New York Times font.
South Bronx. All right.
Yeah.
Smashy that like, bitches.
Xavier Woods blocked me on Twitter. Okay.
Do you know who he is?
I don't know, but I might
Just
know.
introduce himself.
Brooklyn Bar Contreras.
Welcome to the channel. Appreciate it. Shout out from South
That's-
Bronx, baby.
That says brother.
Look on the bottom.
It's brother
Mouse.
BKL
The last
Contreras.
Brother
Whatever.
BKO.
Love you.
Sure.
Thanks for Thanks for joining us here for a little review on
That's
Money in the Bank. I will say, wrestling-wise, so far in the first two matches, this is the best pay-per-view under Triple H, wrestling-wise, for me.
Thank you.
Oh wait! I forgot about this.
Wrestling-wise.
Hold on. Oh, this I already knew. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Don't you?
All right, listen. Oh, this is actually like this.
This is exciting. I'm not gonna lie, and I feel like I'm more excited than it should be, but fuck it. Yeah,
Ooh,
Bad Blood's
That's
coming back.
good. I like it. I like it a lot.
Honestly,
So,
get
I
away
just
from the
don't
specialty
want
shit.
that. See, now they can do a Hell in a Cell match.
They can do one there.
Yeah,
Hell,
that's
they
fine.
They could
27 years
have
to
They
the
could do a
day.
first
Drew
blood
McIntyre
match.
take on CM Punk there at Bad
But I
Blood.
don't want
It
it-
makes sense for the story.
Right, but I don't want the Hell in a Cell to be a thing every year. At
No,
Bad
yeah,
Blood.
I think that's
No.
why the rebranding and shit it's perfect. You can have a bunch of matches that line up with Bad Blood.
It also creatively leaves the door wide open for you to be able to like navigate and do things if you want to do things differently.
I think
Like,
that guy in the background.
You use this pay per view as a blow off between a breaking up tag team.
You know when
You
it's
see that guy in the
these-
background with the yeet glasses that say dope?
Yeah.
It says
Yeah.
doopy. I don't think he thought about that.
He did not.
wow, look at this shitty city. I'm sorry. I mean,
Sports
country.
entertainment for life, baby.
Well,
Cheers.
we
According to my
appreciate it,
parents.
man. We appreciate it.
Look at Toronto. Look how beautiful it is.
Brother
And
BK, I'm
This is
sorry,
not
I
real.
can't read.
And just real quick, good sir, in the chiz out there, we would love to share the stream, of course, but unfortunately,
Of course.
we'll get shut down quick.
why do I always imagine he's sweating a lot? The Rock.
He is. That's the thing. He is. He
This-
does sweat a lot.
If you had a chance to watch it yet,
I have not. I still watched 5 minutes and then that's it.
It's pretty good.
it's really good.
Nothing-
WWE's done a really good job with their documentary.
They have.
There's so many that they can do. This is how
Look how
They
dry he
should go-
looks. Never seen this man this dry.
Well, he doesn't have the baby oil on tonight either.
I thought he just
will
was like
say,
that.
I think the WWE and their documentaries is good because they don't need a movie. They can do movie-length documentaries about wrestlers.
Honestly, if they released a
And-
docu-series that's like 30 to 40 minutes long about like big moments in more current day wrestling, I think it would
Yeah.
be great. And just put it on YouTube.
You don't know why you're almost laughing?
It's because
Me
he
neither.
expected The Rock to be wet, so fucking slippery
What?
like a seal.
Oh, you gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing.
Not for The Rock. He just produces his own.
These nuts.
Man, for some reason, your son secretes baby oil.
So you can move past this. This is a documentary.
No, it's Seth Rollins talking to people on Raw. And look at his arm
Yeah, it's
fold.
part of the
It's a
documentary.
clip from the
part of the
documentary.
commercial for the
Hey,
whoa,
it's
wait.
Trish Stratus
This
for
is,
no reason.
this is a big one.
Should I go back?
Nope, you're good.
Alright.
You're good. They just. Oh, this is.
Shush.
Yeah, just let them. I did see this.
I did not.
Shush.
Kind of.
Retirement
Shut
match.
my ass.
Finger bang Sally Magoo on the street corner.
At band camp.
Just fucking see, something's happening.
Shush.
Everybody.
By the way, I think it's really fucking funny that they like had decibel level issues out over France, and then ever since then, they're like, all right, fuck it, let's do it for every single fucking.
Oh, here comes
PLE.
Juan Cena. Is Champ there?
Now,
But
basically,
look
since
at
you
that.
haven't seen
They
this,
got
pay
decibels.
attention.
They got fucking loud.
Pay attention to what Cena is wearing.
Everything the same shit he always wears.
Nope, But how about this part? The towel. Read
What is
the
it, the
towel.
Confederate flag? Okay, so he's like, I'm retiring. And right now, goodbye.
Now,
he runs the opposite direction. Runs back into gorilla. That would be fucking hilarious.
Free bitches!
And they just saw it. They just show him doing the jump and slide over Triple H's desk.
He just
What
jumps
would
and
be
slides
great
from
if
one
it
side of the
just
ring to
came
the
out?
next.
Triple H is like, what the fuck? You can't see me.
I wish he
You know what,
ran
you know
in
what,
and
he-
slid into the ring and just kept sliding and exited the other side.
But you want to know what would have been great? He ran down the ramp, jumped through the ring, came out the other side, ran right through the crowd, right out of there.
And it turns into
And
like
the
the
camera
OG.
kept following him the whole fucking way.
It turns
and then
into
he runs out of the building and he looks and he's like,
He gets sucked into
No,
the crowd
he
like
just-
Hogan did.
go!
JP, he just keeps running, and then it's like the OJ chase scene. The camera's following him. The fucking police.
just
He's just
keep
running down the
running.
fucking road.
I just keep running because you
It
can't
looks
And
like
then,
he-
and then he starts stripping, and he ends up in peacemaker gear.
It seems like he's running to the next event.
He stops to pump up his kicks that he hasn't worn in fucking 25
You're-
years.
I can hear it as long as you stop talking.
Okay, let them watch this.
Yeah, I'm watching.
I already watched the press conference with you. Remember?
But you got to listen to what he says.
Guys, I'm too busy making movies. I made one season of Peacemaker.
They all just said sorry.
Oh, because it's going to get called out here and it's going to transmit there. I can hear it. Just don't say anything.
Here, because I didn't hear the whole thing.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Someone's gonna come out and be like, I challenge you, Sir Cena. At SummerSlam.
No, it's legit.
It's legit.
He's just not wrestling? He's not gonna have a final match?
He'll
You'll see. You'll see.
explain.
You'll see.
Oh shit!
That guy was going through it. That guy was going through it. Fucking hell.
Yes, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Wait.
It's like he's talking to me. It's like he's talking to me.
Ooh.
Hey. Oh, man. And I never liked you.
Yeah, well, sewers have waves of shit.
What you try to say?
Nothing. OnlyFans.
Boo! Oh God! Look at her.
Oh, that's the belt I was talking about.
Ah, I saw it. I saw it finally.
Oh, they're used to the cold. What do you expect?
It's also because we have no
They got nothing
taste.
better to do.
We have no taste. Okay.
Because hockey's not on right now.
When we show up, you show up.
Unless the Maple Leafs are playing.
Yeah. Fucking losers. What's up,
You
Casey?
gotta give him that hawk too. and
We're
spit
watching
on that
John Cena retire live.
Yes.
Well, not live anymore.
Yeah.
So, Casey.
But oh, I thought that said butt back there.
Oh,
That's
shit, green
fucked
shirt guy's
up.
not wearing a green shirt.
John Cena's retiring.
He's got his retirement shirt on.
He does.
I don't like that face. They were retiring. Penis.
Okay,
Hold on. Listen.
damn, finish.
He's gonna retire on the first fucking thing on Netflix.
No, listen.
Boo.
He gonna die.
He's doing it all.
I got stage 5 cancer.
Bullshit.
Yeah, and dust his fucking corny ass off eventually.
Although,
And he does.
you can miss it.
I'm not watching it. Oh, just get to the point, man. Fuck.
You're welcome.
So, the one quick note I'll say real fast is, yeah, wrestling retirements are kind of like an eye roll, but I think if anyone's going to actually stick to their guns with it, Cena's one of the ones that would
Cena,
actually,
yeah.
Cena would be one of the ones to like do it on a classy note and like stay retired.
And
But-
here's the kicker to that. He said even in the press conference that it would be nothing physical that he would do, but I could see them pulling him in for the pre-show.
Yeah,
Oh,
I can see
for
that.
sure.
Yeah, or even a guest commentary spot. You know, something like
Yeah.
that.
He'll be part of
Can I say
wrestling
this?
until he
Can I say
dies.
this now? I bet you John Cena is about to sit on the board.
I wouldn't doubt that either.
Oh, I can see that. Yeah.
I could see that too.
But
I'm
again, I
being
don't know
straight
what
up
his
with
plans
y'all.
are.
Think about it for a minute.
There's nobody more passionate about the business than John Cena.
Zeke is already there, and he's the chairman.
God, he's looking so much like Ernest.
He is.
Burn.
Oh my God, that fucked me up.
The what?
The fucking silhouette of the heist man in the back running through
Yeah.
the thing. Like, that's a huge bitch.
What is going on?
It's fucking
Gonna fucking pee?
Bigfoot in the background.
It is Canada.
So he's doing the gambit, my friend.
Yeah. He's giving it one more year.
He's giving it one more year. And right now they have him signed for, as far as they know, I think it's 30 to 40 days.
Yeah, I mean, he'll wrestle like 5 more times. Let's say. What's up, Casey?
Man.
Well, Sports Entertainment Guy says John Cena is quite a great superstar. Announced tour is making me cry, but we take a look at the schedule in 2025. There are 3 pay-per-views and only one is WrestleMania. Well, he's done in like a year, basically.
Okay, so we know sort of the deal, but not the entire deal. Like he does go into a little bit more detail in the press conference. I did catch a little bit of it, and I got the same details that JP said. 30 to 40 dates. He's probably gonna do a couple of like. You better fucking come to Boston, you fuckhead. But
Go to Wisconsin. I would love to meet him.
He said something like, we'll hit all 50 states. That's what, if I remember right, that's
or
what
as many as he possibly can.
Yeah.
So he said that Rumble, Elimination Chamber, and Mania will be his last. That, of course, now just starts the fuel to fire of let's start fantasy booking. I'm just going to throw this out there right here, right now. Depending on how the cards play out and how things fall, I think it's him and Cody at Mania.
I don't know. All right, man, we get it. You're cringe. You don't have to talk to yourself
You
like
don't
that
have
in
to keep
front of
calling
everybody.
yourself out like that, man. Don't be so
What?
hard on yourself.
It wasn't cringe, actually.
I was just
I
gonna.
don't know how it
It's
is. I don't know
not
how it
adding
is.
anything. So
I'm not
sorry.
saying it's for the
Somehow-
title. It could be for the title, but I think it's going to be Cody and John at the main at Mania.
Could be.
Sorry about that VX rail, but don't be an idiot. He'll probably be back with a different fucking persona. I don't think he was like. I mean, it's wrestling, man. Fucking half of wrestling is cringe.
Exactly.
It's supposed to be.
You know
But
what's, you know what's cringe is typing cringe in a live chat.
3 times
Yeah.
with no context. So goodbye. Anyways, Casey's Raw. You guys need to watch the press conference with John Cena. I'm pretty sure JP saw it. I have not.
I watched.
I've seen bits and pieces
when I got home.
Sorry, real quick. What the fuck is that lunchbox in the top right corner with the demon Finn Balor's face on it?
come on, man.
Yeah, it's for kids.
Had some money in the bank briefcase, fashioned after Finn Balor's demon.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. So January is not when the Royal Rumble is. It's actually in February this year.
Yeah. Dominic
February
Mysterio
1st.
is like looking closer and
Still-
closer
still
to
eyeballing.
somebody
I'm
that
telling you.
would fix my car.
Yes.
I'm telling you, they might do a triple threat. Better.
Those two thieves just run into each other.
Yeah,
Yes.
All right.
they became one. Wheatley American vodka. Mix that with
Mix
Prime,
it with Prime.
and you'll just
So
die
they had-
immediately.
Let's keep in mind they've only had 2 matches. There's only 5 on the card,
Which I'm so happy for.
Yeah.
but this show's still 3 fucking hours.
See, the problem
That's
is,
fine.
sometimes, and this has happened
It's
in the
paced
past, they give certain matches too much time. I
Yeah.
haven't seen that yet, and I don't think we'll see that tonight because of how the card plays out. But in the past, oh my god, we've had some matches where it's like, this should be 5 minutes, and it's 20 just because.
Yes.
There was a couple at like Clash. I think there was one at King of the Ring. I can't. Yeah, there was at least one or so. Look at that dick. Um,
I love how nobody watching this understands the context.
Yep, that's the best.
Look at that dick.
Look at that dick. By the way, we'll get to it, but I will say this right here, right now. Whenever it happens, I am genuinely worried about Damian Priest because
You ain't the fucking only one.
the moment he loses that world title is a massive uphill battle for him.
Well, I mean,
like
the thing
him.
is, they need to actually do something with him with the title that it's gonna last longer than it. And I know they're not because I'm pretty sure he's losing it right now. We'll see.
But
I
the
got
point
my
is that
theories.
I'm genuinely worried because, and this is going to be a weird comparison, so just bear with me on this analogy. And you're probably like, you're fucking weird or wrong, whatever. He reminds me a lot of Van Dam in the sense of, could he be champion? Absolutely. Are his matches good? Pretty damn good. But for some reason, it's tricky for me to
And
see
I'd
him.
much rather have Van Dam champion
Oh,
than Damian Priest.
I agree. I agree. But what I'm saying is that in terms of like, it's hard for me to like. Maybe Van Dam's not the right example. Then there's other wrestlers where it's like they're great, they're awesome, but I can't just quite see them as world champion material at this point in time. So I fear that when he loses the world title, it's just gonna be such a fucking it's gonna be hard to get back to that level.
My problem is the title's on him, and they have really tried to do some stuff. The problem is the title again is now like you don't need it to do what they want to do with Judgment Day. It's just not needed. So it's an accessory to a storyline that is mid-tier for most people.
Which is fine for now.
Yeah, you also need people that hold the title just so that they can give it to somebody else. In all honesty, and that's kind of the way I look at him. The title SummerSlam gonna race. I don't know. I feel like he's gonna lose it tonight. Personally.
I don't think Gunther should win. Well, I don't know. Now after
Gunther
what I
shouldn't win a
watched.
title until WrestleMania.
I don't know about that. No.
I'm just saying he shouldn't.
And it's
Not
based
that
off of Braun Breaker losing. I'm telling you.
I don't know.
Big Goont. Burn me down.
Braun Breaker and him will meet up.
I will say that having not seen the last two matches, this one was rough.
I do. Really? It should be good.
Huh?
It should be good.
You'll see.
Just because it should be on paper.
I'm not saying it's bad,
That's Seth's fault.
but
I'll give you that.
Well, let's see what happens here.
Oh,
Seth is entering the ring. He's clapping fists.
well, right now
I do like the fact that, like,
Yes.
outside of the big pay-per-views, everything is kind of like a glorified Raw in production.
Yes.
isn't a bad thing.
No, I like that. Because you don't want Money in the Bank to feel the same as fucking WrestleMania.
I am
Ladies
curious
and
how the presentation of SummerSlam's going to look.
All I saw were titties, honestly. That is all I saw. As soon
So
as
again,
the
I
game
love how
was,
no one gets the context of these things.
as soon as it went there,
Shame on you,
that's the
my
first
friend.
titties I seen all night.
So did you see it? Yeah. Okay.
How could you not? All right. On that note,
I noticed the Bopsy twins too, and I was like, "Oh, I like those shirts."
So because this thing stinks to high heaven, I have to go over to the window to blow this. To smoke this. So I will be
This guy's talking about dicks again.
comes back full circle, baby. Full fucking circle. I will be right back.
All right, you can take your time.
WWE is like fucking.
You still want to drink?
No, yeah, one. I just want one. WWE is like that kind of cool kid. You can't quite find that fucking hot chick yet. Let's show two hot women on the fucking TV screen. They do that. They
Yeah, I
like
know.
pop them up there.
Just
And
random
these kids are like,
titties.
Oh my God, did
Random
you see
titties.
that hot chick on that fucking show? Show me your tits. Like kids will sit and watch that shit.
And then we go to Seth Rollins in a fucking woman's blouse. So speaking of which, we know Damian Priest is now still the champion. Well, we don't know that. God damn it.
We haven't watched.
There's two
Basement
people.
and myself have not watched.
Yeah.
God damn it, sports entertainment guy.
Spoilers, man.
This is pretty cool. Entrance.
This is up there with the Archer of Infamy entrance for me.
You know, if they're going to keep the belt on him, which I'm not against, they do need to they really
They
need
to up
to.
his production value. Yeah,
And they also need to do some. Get him away from fucking Judgment Day, please, Lord.
Wait, don't see it.
Huh?
I should have shut the chat down. That way, you guys. That's what I would have done. Just not looked at the chat.
I wasn't looking at the chat. Basement read the chat.
Well, I
know,
didn't.
that's
I
what I'm
didn't. I
saying.
didn't think he was gonna tell me the outcome.
It's the only way I can tell you not to spoil it for yourself.
Well, it's spoiled now.
Oh, there's the Money in the Bank briefcase that was customized.
There's
for
Kermit the
Canada.
Frog on the left.
Yes, I saw.
Kermit the fucking Frog.
There's a guy wearing a Kermit the Frog hat.
What the fuck is wrong with people today?
They're Canadian.
Hey, yeah, she's right.
I was gonna say, don't tell me I'm wrong.
Well,
It looks like a fucking. Honestly, his shirt looks like fucking a ghost ejaculated on his chest.
Yes.
It's like purple mortis.
Could you please stop?
What?
Oh, they gooed me.
Not you, the one talking now.
Hey, look, he's got Bray Wyatt on his shoulder.
I don't think he's deteriorated that much. That was
Oh,
horrible.
God.
terrible.
That was you. I was going with the masked look. You
I
went with
would
the
I
dead.
know what you were trying to do.
Do you guys ever see the fucking when JR did like a commercial bump during a Raw, and it was for Skittles, and he fucking freaked the fuck out over on like live Raw. He just it was fucking so random. So you know how they do like the commercial like they just did for Prime, where it's like this Raw is brought to you by this, that, and the other. And then he did Skittles, and he ran the fucking prompt, and he fucking went over the top, and it was the fucking funniest thing because it's just JR being JR. So it's like, and Skittles, oh, get those fruity, delicious Skittles, and then just go right back to Raw. Like, what the fuck was that all about?
It's all good, man.
That's when his face started to sink.
Try not to
Yes,
spoil.
yes,
Try
it
not
was.
to
I
spoil.
remember it.
It wasn't Bell's palsy. It was Skittles that gave him stroke face.
By the way, I'm fucking that. I took 2 hits, and I am very, very well good. I'm eating Chips Ahoy for my kids' snack cover stuff.
Face. Who's stroke face? I'm just...
JR.
JR.
Oh my god.
Samantha Irvin. Ricochet's a lucky man.
Why do we have to bring up?
I want to
JR?
see like a remake of different strokes. Just everybody in the show is JR with different fucking clothing on.
I mean, I have seen parodies of different strokes, but it's 2 very different parodies. One's medical, one's physical.
I've watched
Put 'em together.
18 men stroke their
And then there's
penises.
the third where it's the rowing team from college.
Put them together, and
It's called Boys in a Boat,
Oh,
and that's the name for all of those,
Yeah.
including
it's
the
drama.
porn one.
It's drama in the bowling alley. It's different strikes.
oh my god. I mean, hey, that is actually not a bad show for a fucking show that happens at a fucking bowling alley.
We can call our fucking thing different smokes.
I love that fucking show. Is it called? I think it's called Pawn Stars, the Pawn House. And it's like,
Yeah.
I just know a guy. Everything that fucking anybody comes in, I got a guy. I got a
I got
guy.
an expert. Let me call him in.
Hey, I'm as redneck as redneck gets
That's
there, my
I was like,
friend.
why? Like everybody he knows is like within driving distance of the place. I know a guy that specializes in ancient Greek dick statues. It's like, what the fuck?
I just saw him at Whole Foods the other day. What the fuck?
I love it. You want him out of the corner? Face planter.
Oh my god. It happens in this match like 8 fucking times.
Well, yeah.
You know, maybe RVD wasn't the right comparison. Maybe Benjamin was.
Oh,
Shelton Benjamin, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
I
I'd
think
like.
Benjamin's more athletic though.
It's like if you put the championship on test.
God damn it! I was just gonna say that.
But you know what? That's correct. But man.
Because test was good. It just,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do with it once it's there?
He's
Well, his name
gonna
kinda gives
never
you the
mind. I
impression.
better not.
Oh.
His name kind of implies what you do with him. So.
I'll go there. I'm in that mode now because things are starting to kick in.
What the
He's
fuck?
gonna find a rope.
No, but that's yes. He's gonna find a rope and
How did he find a beam high enough? Guy was like 7 feet tall.
Oh man, this is like 2K24 all over again.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
I didn't even know he hung
Yeah.
himself.
You can't ask him because he's not
Oh.
here anymore.
Test.
It's like,
He's like, I'm just
like
testing the
No, I
raptors.
thought he died from an overdose.
just,
No?
well, yeah, that's what he died from.
Yeah, I was
Maybe-
just trying to be
He was
not
not-
so on the nose.
I'm just
He
testing
did-
a new
he
drug.
did try that though. If I remember right,
He did try. Yeah.
He couldn't do it.
That's because he's too tall.
He no, I can't do it.
He was testing new
can't.
drugs.
I was just about to fuck you. I was going that direction. This is
You
the
guys are
test.
terrible people. Test. This
Well,
is
they're
a
not
test.
the only one.
Listen, I mean,
This stream's gonna take a fucking hard turn soon.
It's already done that.
oh, hard turn soon. Oh yeah.
Kick to the face.
That's what I felt like watching this fucking match.
What?
Taking a kick to the face.
Well,
Yeah.
this wasn't bad up until a specific point.
Oh,
So
that
far, it's not
fucking
bad.
attempted at a roundhouse kick. Yeah.
I'm
Oh
sorry, Nathan.
no. Oh no.
I keep
Oh,
forgetting
no.
Oh, wait for it.
it.
Not gonna lie, my dick is about to explode.
Yeah.
So
Now,
pause it. Go to the fucking bathroom.
No.
that can mean two things. That can mean two things. Actually, technically, it could be three things.
Oh yeah, I knew Sir Cardinal for years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I used to play video games and shit with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And sports
Yeah, he's the reason I started doing first-person shooters because we did you, me, Cardinal. We all did Call of Duty World War II.
Yep.
Me, Cardinal.
What is he reaching for?
I played with. He's like, "Hey, JP, I'm gonna do a quick stream. I'll play some hockey."
We played.
Sure, why
wasn't
not?
he there
I ain't
when
got nothing to do with.
Wasn't he there when we
life.
played Fortnite? And it was like the most
Yeah.
fucking
Yes.
stupid experience of my life.
I died like
What?
2 seconds.
It was one of the stupidest experiences of my life.
Oh god,
Where'd you
it
play
was,
Fortnite?
I can't. That game is just.
All I know is
it
like
kills
JP
brain
was
cells.
JP lost. We couldn't find him,
Yes.
Wow.
and I
drunk
couldn't
as shit. Too.
I couldn't
And
wrap
he
my head
started
around
chasing somebody,
building
and then
things.
she's like, "Fuck it, I'm not gonna catch you," and then turned and ran into the storm.
What was that?
That's part one.
What was that supposed to be? Even
Part two. I don't know, man.
well, we just watched a botch on. I'm assuming Damian Priest.
I think there's two others.
Big Flash. Now, is this match only happening because he is owed a rematch?
I believe so. Yes.
The story.
Sorry. That hurt.
Was the most aggressive. That was the most aggressive interrupting burp I've ever heard. Like, what happened was
It hurt so much.
I could tell. I could feel it.
Seth
Seth
looks
came
like
out.
a ninja.
Seth wanted to be entered into the Money in the Bank ladder match, and Damian Priest is like, "Nah, fuck that. You're the original champion. I'll give you a world title match." And the one thing I at least appreciate them trying to do with Priest is they're doing, obviously the Judgment Day split, but more importantly, and this is another reason why I'm worried about Damian Priest. They're trying to turn him babyface.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fucking wet fart.
Well, that's what I mean. It's gonna be an uphill battle on top of an uphill battle.
Yes.
So he's got some work. He's got his work cut out for him once he drops that belt. So
It's gonna be like fucking the NWA putting the title on Kerry Von Erich and then realizing, oh god, this guy isn't the answer, is he?
This guy sucks.
Kerry didn't fucking show his didn't fucking make his bookings. The fucking idiot.
No, right. The only reason they put the title
Isn't
on
he
Kerry
dead?
Von Erich because his brother had just died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean,
The NWA was trying to give Von Erich something.
Hell of a fucking turnout on that on the fucking Rose
Yeah,
Bowl,
oh
though.
yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah.
70,000, I think. Or no, that's
It was
that's
Texas Stadium.
That sounds a little too high. Haven't seen a buckle bomb in a while. There we go. Oh shit. I do like Damian Priest's power bombs.
I normally don't like the sit out type shit that he does.
I don't either, but
I don't like the sit out clothesline sit out choke slam or the sit out power bomb.
I was talking about
But
this with
that
my
was
son. I think there's three people whose power bombs I like the most. I like Gunter's because it's like that shit goes fucking right there. Bam! Like when it just like down. Priest is I agree with you, like the sit down version, I'm not a huge on, but he's so fucking tall that like people fucking bounce when he does it. And then Taker's is just
You don't like
simple.
the jackknife?
Nah.
Kevin Nash, where it's like,
are you looking at what Damian Priest is doing?
What's he doing?
What?
Or was doing? Kept looking at the fucking entrance.
Which I don't know how to feel about that. I get why they're doing it for the story of everything, like, oh, where the fuck is Drew McIntyre? But
well, he's
like
making light to say, hey, while he's beating the shit out of somebody, he's looking for.
But like, is there? Are we expecting someone to fucking come out?
Drew said on Raw that when he wins Money in the Bank, he's cashing in the same night.
Oh, okay.
And then on top of that, he fucking won. So, no, but that's one thing I was a little iffy about this match is that, like, yeah, it makes sense for them to look down the entranceway and like looking for him. But I worry that kind of takes away from this match.
Honestly, it shouldn't happen until the match ends. Like
kicking the dick.
Or somebody shows up. You can't fucking assume every time someone's coming down.
I think this is Triple H trying to see if Damian Priest is any good at storytelling right now.
Well, like I said, I honestly do like Priest. I like him a lot. But
So I think Triple H, like, I
He's Luchasaurus.
think.
yeah.
I just wait. I'll wait
Oh,
for it. I'll explain my answer here in a little bit. Sorry.
Staring his asshole. Here we go.
That was terrible.
That's number 2, and then
That
there's one more.
was a
I
terrible
think it might
curb
be this
stomp.
one. Hold on.
No.
No.
Do you see Mongolian Macho Man in the front row? With a Burger King all fucking
Guy
crown?
from Trinidad and Tobago.
No,
is
it was
there?
Macho King.
That's Mongolian Macho Man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Some of these camera shots are pretty good. Like WWE, like
Yeah, go ahead, Evan.
making it look at how big this fucking arena is.
Yep.
Look how
That's
big
like
my
what you're
arena
seeing
is.
from the seats in the upper deck. Is where they're at right now.
You got such a
Actually,
big
pretty good.
arena.
Right now. That's why I want to start my own. I'm like, listen, these fuckers have these giant gates. You know, let me not do that. You want to be a bird? Stand up, you bitch.
Fight me.
Get some.
They're stalling. I think this is them Triple H stalling.
Whoop. Into the corner. Bam. Another Razor's Edge.
I love the Razor's Edge. Such a cool move.
It's a if you guide it the right way, it's basically just a bigger bump.
Yeah. Well, it's just a great move for a tall guy. Because if you want, you can kind of execute it in certain ways.
Which it makes.
It's pretty safe.
Mm-hmm.
Sports entertainment, I can't read your messages anymore. If they're long, I have a feeling you're spoiling things.
He said, unfortunately, Damian Priest. Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah. I'll wait till the match is over. I gotta see where this fucking goes. Whoop, whoop.
This is a match that feels too long.
Yep.
Mine? Didn't you get yours? Oh,
It's definitely the worst match of the night so far for me.
Yep. I can't wait to watch the women's Money in the Bank ladder match with you guys. I heard it crushed it.
Look at the guy in the background on the ground. Just so chill.
Well, again, it's the camera angles. Remember I was telling you about that? Like they really, there's a couple of shots in several moments later on with the 6-man tag because I saw the first 5 minutes of that and that was fucking like, that's good shit. Here we go. Superplex.
Oh,
we're not done, motherfucker. Here's a fun question. With Cena officially announcing his retirement tour, do we get him at SummerSlam?
Yes.
He said he was going to be there.
Is that it? Did he win? What the fuck happened?
No,
that
he
was the
didn't
other botch.
say that.
That was
That
the
was
3.
out.
He did not kick out.
Correct. But the ref's like 2.
Welcome to the shit show.
That was a fuck up.
It was Triple H seeing if they could fucking improvise. Hey, Drew's running a little bit.
Do you think
late,
the plan was to have?
No.
Do you think the plan was to have it be like a non-pin that was counted? Like, do you think that's the actual booking plan here with this?
I think Priest got his bell wrong.
That too.
I honestly think Priest got his bell wrong. And now,
yeah, this is what I figured would happen.
So casually. Now, fun factoid, and I could be wrong. Fans, friends, look this up if you can. I believe this is the first time ever that someone has cashed in Money in the Bank on 2 former people who have also cashed in Money in the Bank.
It's probably true.
I could be wrong, but I think that's the case.
God.
And this is
I heard something about the second time something's happened.
Yeah, Cole said this is the second time in history that a Money in the Bank has been cashed in to make a match a triple threat.
And the first one was WrestleMania 31.
Yep.
Yes.
Ironically, with Seth. But yeah, what I said, JP, was I said I think this is the first time that someone's. Oh Jesus!
I'm so confused. Did he lose?
No, the match is
the
long.
match is now a triple
The
threat.
match is now a triple threat.
Yeah,
match isn't over.
Just like Mania 31.
So do you think the plan was to the plan was to be like McIntyre thought it was a 3? And that's why he cashed in, or I don't know. Of course.
Is this Michael Cole? Holy shit, it's CM Punk.
Okay, now. Why?
What do you mean, why?
Do you remember when this happened last time?
I'm getting a lot of deja vu.
Getting some deja goo. I'm spewing deja goo.
First off, I do like CM Punk's shirt. Oh, he's fired.
I don't know what's this.
I'll never fucking buy it.
You mean buy what? Oh, the shirt? Yeah.
Yeah.
This is so dumb.
It came from the crowd. You idiot. Sorry.
The only thing I would laugh, I don't wish this on him, but can you imagine if doing this stunt, right, beating the shit out of McIntyre,
injures himself.
Punk pulls the other tricep.
I know. Yeah.
I'd be like, God does not want this match.
Just take the belt and run.
Shiny.
Okay. I'm going to say this now because I'll probably forget.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of ruined the match.
Yeah.
And
Agreed.
It's literally on the card, it should be the most respected match since it's the only one for a world title.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw it earlier, but he's like, what are you doing? He goes, my job.
It kind of reminds me in a weird way of how AEW treated their world title once MJF won it.
Yeah.
2.
Oh, this is bad. That's bad.
Very bad. Because now
Booking wise,
Drew McIntyre.
They did this fucking match all to fucking, hey, I got a fucking idea, even though it's happened like 4 fucking times already. Why didn't you just fucking make the goddamn fucking match? The one time that they had the fucking opportunity, we'll wait till Money in the Bank because we're smart.
What
Doing
match?
this, they didn't need it.
What match?
This one.
To make this a triple threat from the start.
Drew should have never
Drew
won
Money in the
Money in the Bank. This is why Drew should have never fucking won it.
But we're okay. So Punk
it could have
fucked him
just been a
over.
triple threat. Honestly, he's right.
Yeah,
There's literally no reason. You know what it is? It's overbooked.
It is.
I'll give you. You know what? I will give you that. If they just made it a straight out triple threat and gave somebody else the briefcase, yeah, that is definitely a better call. I agree with you on that one.
It's
But
overbooked, but also as soon as I swear to you, I didn't fucking see anything on this. As soon as he won the Money in the Bank, I'm like, he's cashing it in tonight or he's cashing it in soon. And this is like from last night. I'm like, this is what we discussed. Drew McIntyre is going to be screwed by CM Punk.
Yep.
Which has been par for the course for how long? You don't need another example of it, honestly.
It's been since Mania. So hear me out. I genuinely don't know who's going to win between McIntyre and Punk because I think we all can agree Punk and McIntyre at SummerSlam, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So who wins?
It needs to be Drew.
It better be Drew McIntyre.
CM Punk does not need a winning record at fucking all. He's at the end of his career. He still has more time.
Why is Drew being somebody? Why are they using Drew to try and get Punk over? This is what I think they're trying to do, and this makes no sense. Like this I understand. I knew these two were going to come face to face at some point. Finally, again,
interweaving storylines.
They're gonna. I don't want Punk anywhere near the title. I don't.
Well, I don't want him to win the title. I don't mind him being around it.
I don't want him involved.
But I don't want him to win it.
So I get them putting Punk and McIntyre together. If you can't put or won't put a title on McIntyre, you give him like huge hype because it's CM Punk. Right? The match will be big just because the name's involved. It doesn't need a title, and the end result doesn't need another
It's
title
the right
change.
way to use Punk.
I
Yeah.
didn't want Drew in this at all.
Punk is basically enhancement talent for world champion contenders.
So you know how I understand that this comparison is like night and day, but just hear me out. Usually, the biggest rivalry in WWE at the time at one point was obviously the World Championship. Underneath that was Taker, right?
Yeah.
He's kind of filling that spot. And again, I know he's no Taker, blah blah blah. blah
But it's
blah,
like the comparison is there for him to be that guy that
the
gets
second
into
biggest
like
rival. Yeah,
that gets into like he never needs to be involved in a world title. His name alone is big enough for it to mean something.
Connor, no.
I'm fine with
Bad
him.
boy.
I'm not saying win the title. I don't want him.
I don't want him involved in any title storyline at all. Just say it. Even if he loses all the fucking time, I don't want him involved. Or
This is why. Okay, so my criticism of that match, one of the ones is, it seemed like instead
it was
of
rough before Drew even got in the ring. By the way,
he focused on Drew for a little bit, and then he focused on the title that neither of them have. So what the fuck is the point of focusing on the the World Championship? Yeah, neither of them.
It was when they fight, to injury.
Yeah, but it's stupid. Honestly.
Oh, there's the belt. There's the belt. There's the belt I was telling you about.
Oh, I missed it.
And the briefcase
there.
I think it looks good. Fuck off. One good thing I said about Canada this entire stream.
I'll buy it for you.
Fuck that. I want to give me a Boston one that they'll never make.
Just smear shit all over the belt.
Sky penis.
Hey, it's our sky penis.
I just don't think that the Money in the Bank, the briefcase itself should have been used as the prop to get fucking anybody fucking over in that fucking match.
It looks like
that's what I have a problem with.
That last shot of fucking Toronto looked like just Factoryville.
Weird looking lower third there.
But I'm not sure.
The Money in the Bank needs to go away.
You know what? I think the Money in the Bank
frequently.
Yeah, I'd be up for the Money in the Bank. Be like something they just do randomly a year. Yeah. Like every 3 years. Not even like on a schedule. It just happens.
Actually, what I would do, honestly, is Money in the Bank. And then you don't do another one until the other one's cashed in.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah.
Whether that be a year.
But I hate if it's cashed in same day. Money in the Bank tomorrow.
I mean,
I think there should be like a certain amount of time before you do it, and that could be a year, or until it's a year, or until the next it's cashed in.
Where I'm confused right now is they're showing fucking shots with Giovanni Vinci in it.
Yeah, I'm a little
using old footage.
Perplexed at that too.
What is this match?
It's just a hype package for Gunter because now they know that Damian Priest and Gunter is locked in for SummerSlam, so they're showcasing the importance of Gunter. Get ready for the Gunt.
Gunther, what are you doing at the top of the stands?
I think Gunther is going to be the one that does. I don't think Gunther's winning the title of SummerSlam.
I don't think he's ready for a world championship. In all honesty,
I think
he's not ready on the mic for a world championship.
Okay,
but if you have Kaiser,
I think. Oh, I forgot what I was going to say.
About Gunther.
So I'm torn. I'm torn on Gunter because I do sort of agree with Baseman in the sense of I don't think he's quite ready for a world title match. But I will say this. If he's going to win a title, I would rather be the world championship versus the WWE because kind of like before, the world title you can kind of be a little bit more experimental with as far as like it's not as I know they're trying, but it's not as prestigious as the WWE championship and never will be.
So,
but it's one they could. It's kind of like when they gave fucking Jack Swagger the world title. It's like, all right, this kind of fuck it.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is, the world title they've escalated it to be pretty fucking important. It is definitely the working title,
Yeah.
and it's the right title to put on him. I don't want him to have a mouthpiece because he needs to work on that. That's the worst part of him, is talking.
Yeah.
Let's say for now,
Allow him to get better
for
at it.
now you can use Ludwig Kaiser. For now,
I'm just
I
gonna
still
fast
think
forward
it's.
this a little bit.
I
here.
still
don't know
think.
what I'm
I
looking
still
at.
think. I
Yeah, you
still
go.
think that Finn Balor is going to end up getting involved in the match.
God damn it!
And it becomes a triple threat between him, Gunther, and Damian Priest. That's what I see.
Oh,
I don't think Gunther is ready for a world championship on the mic. He can work in the ring and he's over, but in order to hold that world championship, you have to be able to fucking speak. And he's
I don't
not
want him to-
terrible, but he's not good.
I don't want him to come out every week and just come out and say I'm better than you, and then walk away, because that's what he says in every fucking promo he does.
No,
if you give him the belt, you give him a mouthpiece, and that's actually detrimental to his growth.
I was about to say, you know what Raw really needs right now? Heels.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I like Gunther, I really do, but I don't.
No,
Well, he'll eventually be
think-
world champion, but give it some
Yes.
time, man. He
I
just
am a
lost the
fan of
IC
Gunther,
belt
but it's
not that
like-
long ago.
timing's a little off for me.
He doesn't have. He's not the full package.
No, he's not.
Uh-uh.
Not yet.
No.
And honestly, he's almost like I don't think he. Okay, he might never become a guy that's great on the mic, and then he's gonna need like a Paul Heyman or someone fucking. He's that kind of guy that's gonna need like a hype man, and then it's
Wouldn't be
kind
opposed to
of
that.
then you're kind of like pigeonholed into being that forever.
Nah, yo.
No, moan. No, I moan.
I moan. I sure do. That's not my shoes glowing. Oh, it is.
The rafters just fall down on her.
I know he's won titles. I just don't.
But compare him to Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes. He's nowhere close.
When you go from
I've been watching professional wrestling for over 45 years. Gunther would have been fan-fucking-tastic in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, he is very much a throwback to that type of wrestling.
They had the mouthpieces at the time, and the way they booked wrestling would have worked for Gunther better than it does today. I like Gunther. I think he's a fantastic wrestler, but wrestling just doesn't get you over in
Well, he's unique.
the world of WWE.
It's weird because
that's
he'd
what
be
I
a
was
dime a dozen in the past, and now he's unique because everybody's flipping.
when you go from a mid-card championship to a world or top tier title, whatever the fuck it is, right? You do have to become a more total package player. If you're in the mid-card range, you can get away with having more personality versus ring ability, or more ring ability than personality, which, no disrespect, is clearly what happened with Gunther holding the belt, the IC title, for so long, because where he may have lacked on the mic, his in-ring stuff clearly made up for it, because you can kind of get away with it. When you elevate to that next level, you can't get away with it as much.
Who gave this woman a marker?
Well, she's actually, there's a couple of times in here. I think she just gets ahead of herself, but she's pretty good in this match.
It ran out of marker.
No, but I agree. Like the thing is, even look at McIntyre, right? A guy that came back to WWE and had pretty much all of it, and even him, I don't think got to a place where I consider him a world champion until the last 6 months.
I was about to say McIntyre is a clear example of that, where it's like same exact situation where it's like he's a little but he's gotten so much personality in the last 6 months that it's like
now he's ready in my mind, right? Like that's the way I look at it.
Troll Drew McIntyre is probably my favorite character on Raw right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
By the way, you didn't see this, but I don't know if they showed it on social media or maybe on the pay-per-view itself, but they did show like a post-show, like where they did the kickoff shit, and Drew McIntyre got so fucking heated, he ran. He's like, "Where is he? I know he's in the fucking building. Where the fuck is he?" And then Adam Pearce tried to like calm him down, like grab him from behind, and McIntyre fucking elbowed him in the face, and then Barrett had to break the two of them up. So obviously he is quite rip shit.
Honestly, what they're doing with him and CM Punk is he will be a champion at WrestleMania or before.
Yep.
Because he's ready. And all it needed was for him to take on a persona that he's more comfortable with against somebody else that can really talk. Honestly, CM Punk is such an asset that was so misused in AEW because you have to they turned him into a face that wrestled nobodies. What?
Yeah. I also gotta admit that
the fact is she's not a bird. What is this announcing?
Oh, yeah, this is right. Okay, so the story with Corey Graves is apparently he's literally has a temperature of 102 degrees. He's not feeling well, and he makes mention of it. Like he does make mentions. Like I feel like it's 120 fucking degrees here, but I'm okay. So he was not feeling well tonight. So
for the record, I wore this outfit better.
Boobies. That's all I can see.
Honestly, that's the Corey Graves I like right there.
I've had enough to drink that all I see is breasts.
I fucking love this girl.
Oh, sorry, I was looking down.
I love this girl. This girl is the next big thing.
I see two big things.
I don't disagree with you, but that's not why I like her.
She's really actually very good in ring, honestly.
That good.
Her fucking strap is broken.
She's
only
supposed to be like that. Wrestling for 4 years.
Fucking A. She's the reason I like her is she is a walking epitome of don't judge a book by its cover. Like you look at her and you think, oh, fucking diva because of the divas fucking shit we had before.
But she's an athletic beast.
She is like the absolute antithesis of it, and it's fucking great.
She's
talking about Tiffany Stratton, by the way.
She's a former alternate with the United States Olympic team.
Chelsea Green.
Really good.
Basement is your Canadian Leaf.
I'm so erect.
I am going to give this woman props.
She's awesome. I like her.
I like her, yeah.
But she showed me something tonight. She's got the glamorous. I can cut a promo.
She's actually not bad in ring.
Well,
she's not.
I think okay, so you watch her in this match.
No, I agree with you, but I'm just saying was before.
No, I'm talking to Basement.
Okay.
My opinion has changed in watching her as far as wrestling. I know how good she can be, but I haven't seen it.
Honestly,
in TNA, she didn't have this to showcase I can do this.
Yes.
But whether or not I can do this is the big thing with me.
She's so similar. This woman's really good. Honestly, for me, she's so similar to her husband. It's just
yeah.
But
the men's division is so flooded with talent that he would never shine.
Cardona and Vince not being a thing, and with what Triple H I've seen do, I'm telling you, I think he would make a great addition again.
So a couple of things. The first thing I was laughing at before was JP. I think one of your biggest enemies is when you take way too many long way too long of a pause after you say something.
It's the pregnant pause.
Like, you showed me something.
So this is in all actual reality. Sometimes I want to say the right thing.
No, I know.
Trying to put it back together. That's why.
But I remember the last
woman is incredible.
We did where it's like, what's that?
Yeah.
In ring and just personality. Like she's such a great get for WWE.
I think Chelsea Green is taking tips from her husband for sure. And as much as I would love to see Matt Cardona back in WWE, I don't think
it's going to happen.
Right time.
I don't think it's going to happen, to be honest.
I mean, it's fine. He's crushing it on the indies. So
yeah. I mean,
I get it.
if they let him actually be him in the past, he would have been pretty over.
Oh yeah.
But it's a bit more.
That is
there's a bit more of a
that's
leash
another
there.
like criminal like he was fucking.
That was
super
awesome.
over.
Watch this though. This is Chelsea Green entertaining.
All right, I have not seen this match at all, so I
Yeah,
know
let's go.
the results, unfortunately, but I have not
So-
seen this match. I think I've only seen one
Well,
spot
okay,
towards the end, but
So good. This is so good. Ah, Naomi said, "Fuck it." So watch
Jump.
Watch what Chelsea does.
She's brain damaged.
Oh, she's afraid of heights. She's afraid of heights. She does this so good. Pretty good. I mean, she could be better as far as punching goes.
But
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
the
she's
point of
not.
the- yeah.
It's great when she does it. She's like, "Dad."
I think she was actually trying to go
Is
for
she
a
actually
forearm.
Canadian? Because I have no idea.
Yeah, she is.
Yes,
Yeah.
she is.
From where in Canada?
Toronto, I think.
hold on,
Oh,
let me look.
she's all right.
Chelsea Green.
I think that what they need to
Victoria.
do is somehow look at her. She's so good. she
She's
is
from Victoria.
She's
BC.
like, look at me.
She's from BC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, British Columbia.
Because
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
is she legit? I mean, I know it's for the story, but like, is she legit Fred Heights?
Yes,
Oh,
they
okay.
made mention of it.
That's smart.
They did before the match started, so they did a whole
No, I wasn't sure if
spiel
like, in
on
real
her
life
being
she
afraid of
was.
heights. And I, you know what? That's what I would showcase
Yeah, but it's smart
As-
to. Yeah, it's
as-
smart to.
as a
showcase that part.
as a storyline is little vignettes like the Olympics where I'm afraid of heights, but this is how I learned how to be. It would be fucking great. I'm just saying.
All right, sports entertainment. Looks like
you know
I'm
what
gonna
time
have
it
to
is.
kill her husband and marry her.
Uh-huh.
Ring around the rosy. Oh nope, my boobs.
She's
Oh, my
got
head.
flotation devices.
Screaming Japanese lady. Oh,
That was brutal.
that was.
She's great because like I've met
It reminds me of the landlady from Kung Fu Hustle.
I have met old Asian women that are the exact same.
shit.
Same way, yes.
Ooh, that was.
It's bad. That was,
Good
that
thing
could
she
have been
gave her
one-
no. She gave her like an extra push. Otherwise, it
Cushion,
would have
yeah.
been really bad.
I'm rooting for Lyra Valkyria. I actually am starting.
Lyra's
She's
Valkyria
pretty
is
good.
actually very good too.
Yeah.
Except for
It's
that.
good.
As I say
I
that,
spoke too.
but you know what?
freaking
That
soon.
was Io Sky. Her leg buckled.
her leg gave out.
Well, I would just call it, hey, let's
Eh.
reset. But they did reset. She did try to
Yeah.
reset.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible.
Moving on. Woo. She's still screaming.
Oh god,
Oh,
Christ.
that hit.
God.
That didn't even hardly hit Io Sky.
Yeah, it hit
What-
more
what-
Lyra than it did,
she,
you know.
she should have sold it. So first negative. She didn't sell fucking jumping on a ladder back first.
Boing.
She doesn't understand how ladders
Can't
work.
even open the ladder.
Typical woman. No, I'm joking.
That could have been.
Sniper.
A sniper.
Why is she fucking in camo face?
She just wanted it.
Don't know. No particular reason. It's just
And what is she
wanted
being
to wear that.
camouflaged in?
Unless it's something to tie in with the boys.
No,
I don't
it's something
think so.
about. It's a scar. Like she was,
It's the fucking camo from like Predator.
Yeah.
Yes. So somebody does make mention of that in this.
Is she a predator?
Like Jesse, yeah. Well, Corey Graves does. He goes, it's like she came out of the jungle with
Jesse the body.
Buddy Jesse the Body Ventura.
Imagine
Who's a
her
predator,
and
by
imagine
the way?
not seeing this woman in a jungle. fucking shirtless
I
blonde hair.
get that, but I think that's
I
what
put
she's
3
saying, honestly.
streaks down
I
my
don't know
face.
what
They'll never see me. She'd
I
be
don't know
dead
what
in 2
she-
seconds.
I don't. That's the only. I don't know why she did it. There's no particular reason.
Maybe we'll never know. Oh
Oh my
God!
god, she
She
completely missed
fucking
that.
broke her head. Hold on. Okay, Connor needs to see that. He left for a second. I think she fucked her brain up. Like, did you see that shit?
That was fucking.
Oh, I'm gonna get to the point. God damn, she missed her completely and just fucking gave herself CTE.
Yes.
At the age of 28.
Yeah, 28. Bitch looks like she's 47.
She's like in her early 30s.
Yeah, she does not look it.
She is though.
She's an old 30.
How much bullshit
she
did
is-
I miss?
Okay, you gotta watch this.
Oh, just wait
Watch
for
this.
it.
She's about to break her fucking brain.
Who?
I had to rewind it for you. What
This is pretty. This is the beginning of the
what the fuck's
bad here.
the fuck's your, okay, well, that's bad, first of all. But that's not the
was
worst.
bad, yeah.
This
Right,
is
you
the
don't have to rewind anything.
worst. This is the worst. Just watch this.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this. Oh god.
Flashback
I
to
want to
fucking
like Zoe
Goldberg.
Stark, I really do, but
But, well, you don't have to think about
And
her
then
anymore.
there's this. Oh,
What that fucking retard? I bet he was just taking a drink or
So-
something.
Where am I?
we're in Canada. Holy shit! Oh god, they're fucking Naomi's knee.
There's 2 like bad botches back to back, like
You know what
dangerous
that reminds me
botches.
of? It reminds me of that spot where fucking that Spike Dudley took the fucking.
Oh yeah, where you missed the table.
Yeah, you know it's funny.
Yeah.
He did an interview. He's like, I didn't feel anything from that. It's nothing,
And I never felt my head again.
yeah.
dude. Man. I fucking like love Spike Dudley so much just because of like he makes look like getting destroyed by anybody. Like
He
I think we talked about
became
this
he
before.
became
The Brock Lesnar debut. Holy
I think that's just
Spike
because he got
Dudley?
destroyed.
But Spike Dudley in ECW was used as a projectile.
He
more or
was.
less, yeah.
And all the kids at home, that's my English teacher.
Yeah.
He's up. He's
Whatever
up
he
here,
was.
so, yeah.
I know he was a teacher.
There we. Holy shit, that was fucking cool.
That
That
smooth.
was smooth.
Smooth.
I
She's
like
like
I don't- okay,
Tiffany Stratton
so
is
that
an
was
exceptional
that-
athlete.
Okay, I'm
I
gonna
have
say
to say.
that that was a spot that she called that Naomi is like it's either could go one way or if Tiffany Stratton didn't do anything wrong, she didn't have a lot of room to do that.
Well,
That's
she
weird,
would
'cause
slow down the power bomb. But
Tiffany Stratton is like she's obviously not there yet, but like
Well,
she no, but she
I think it was where
hold
the-
on.
I think it was where the hold on. I think it's where the ladder was placed. She didn't want her
I'm
Yeah,
not saying anything negative about her performance here. I'm just saying
right.
she has the potential to be the best women's wrestler.
oh shit,
The potential is there. It's such high potential. I don't know if
think she's the
she'll
cream of
realize
the crop
it,
of the
but-
next wave.
But like when I look at like the top tier women's wrestlers like
think-
Charlotte and
They're gonna
I
I'm sorry.
guess
After-
Bailey and
after the-
Becky.
after this Liv Morgan bullshit with Rhea Ripley ends, because it will at SummerSlam. I think they're going to start building to Tiffany Stratton and.
Well, the
Rhea
future of
Ripley.
women's wrestling is going to be, unfortunately, Bianca Belair because she's not very good, in all honesty. But she'll be part of it. I think it's going to be Rhea Ripley, Tiffany Stratton, and hopefully Bianca Belair can learn how to actually learn the nuance of wrestling.
You know they're gonna. You know Jade's gonna get pushed to the fucking moon.
Yeah, but she's terrible. Honestly, I don't see much.
I don't
I see.
her
There you go.
I actually
Let's go.
look at like Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill, and I see potential versus you have what you have with one of them. I've seen Jade Cargill wrestle for 5 years, and she's not gotten a lick better.
No.
So that's why I feel that way.
Well,
Is
I
this
know
guy the only former. Oh no, Naomi.
Nia
Lyra
Jax
Valkyrie is good. I like her.
Yeah, I'm starting to warm up to her.
Nia
Minus the
Jax is
concussion.
getting a shot at SummerSlam for the title because she won Queen of the Ring.
Oh, that was rough.
Nia Jax.
See, shit like this, I always appreciate the like creativity behind it.
Yeah.
Something, especially something like this where it's a little different.
69. She can't climb.
No, or is it?
Yeah,
no,
I'm gonna
it's
tell you right
71.
now.
The core
She-
strength
okay,
Lyra
so-
needed for this.
She got a
can't even
mouthful of her
fucking do that.
wontons.
I can straight up down, and she came up like that. I couldn't even come halfway
I
up.
can barely walk.
I couldn't grab, and then have the capacity to grab somebody and actually kind of give them a fling. Come on, man. That's some athleticism there, man. That's just fucking being really strong. She might be the next Cesaro.
If Zoe Starks wins, I'll eat my fucking shoe.
I got a fork for you, basement.
If Zoe
I
Stark
got a big
wins,
shoe.
you better start eating.
Laces first. I don't know if you guys remember this, but there was a Money in the Bank ladder match where the Big Show was in one,
Yes.
That was terrible.
and
He broke the ladder
Oh,
on the
it-
first step. Yep.
so they had to get like a double reinforced.
That was a
Yeah.
Vince thing. He just needed to laugh.
Oh,
They
okay.
Of
didn't call
course.
Big Show.
We gotta make her do the splits. It's her thing. Just move, bitch. Good God.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
All
of
right.
course, of course.
All right.
Oh, she timed it right.
Well, Zoe
That-
probably
that ladder was
said, you
starting to
better
go.
take me because
Yeah, your ladders are about to tip.
she could have very seriously gotten hurt
Just
there.
the tip.
Should have fucking punt kicked her in the pussy.
Dead ass.
Yeah.
Did you see her grabbing it like a fucking?
Oh, she
Love of
landed on
bread.
the
Oh,
ladder.
onto a ladder.
Don't worry, she's got cushion for the pushing.
Yeah,
She does
that
have
thing's
a
up
lot
there.
of
Oh shit!
That was pretty good. Not yet. Biatch.
no, Lander.
Thing is, I don't mind Naomi. I just feel like she became like super gimmicked.
Hey, do
She
you
did.
know what she looks like right now?
What?
The Brazilian flag.
The Green Giant.
Ole.
She looks like Green Sailor
Uh-oh.
Moon.
What is she getting?
And then that tablet.
By moonlight, tabile.
Tabla. Yay.
By daylight.
This is actually one of the better matches of the night. I'm gonna fucking say it now. It
Chelsea
was better than
Greens
the
and
fucking,
real
it was
fight.
better than the Money in the Bank match.
I
Grab a
think
water.
they held off the tables for the men's match so that the women can use them. Which is smart. Oh, look at Mr. Trinidad. He's really in it.
You slapped my bitch.
You take my wife. You take my wife.
You take my wife. Show me your boobs. Hey, how did that
Oh
work?
my god. Have you looked online and see these like spam things where guys are asking women for like their nudes, but they don't know how to fucking spell the word in English?
Yeah. Show Bob's.
Oh my yes.
This was just
Show Bob. Show Vagine.
it's so
here.
fucking
Dude, you need to move the table here. Like, no, goddamn it.
worst fucking bar mitzvah
fucking
setup
idiot.
ever.
And
Setting
then she
up.
comes over and she wants to slap the shit out of her. It's so fucking good.
Hello.
Chelsea Green is
Bob?
fucking literally yelling at her. It's like, no, motherfucker, you'd have to be closer.
She just flat out spanked her. I don't know
Where
what
did
to
she
really
come
call
from?
She
Spider-Man.
did. That's Chelsea Green, though. She's trying to stay in character, but she's actually telling Tiffany Stratton what to do. I don't mind that.
Yeah, well,
Chelsea Green
of
could-
course. Come
Chelsea
on, women.
Green,
Sorry.
but that is Chelsea Green's character.
Hey, thanks for your help. You know what? I don't think there's enough ladders.
No, we
Oh,
need
no.
to be asymmetrical. Oh fuck!
What?
You realize
The
it makes like a giant capital A, right?
Yeah, it's the Austin Theory logo.
hmm
Ooh, nice.
Because he lost last night.
Man, The
Yeah.
second ladder is kind of fucking with my peripheral here, and
I
A little
can't
bit, yeah.
see anything
it's almost
anymore.
like that bullshit's like it's 3D.
Yeah.
Zoe
shit.
Stark.
Lyra.
Oh God.
Oh, beautiful bump.
Get out of
my
here.
ass. She made a broken block. Good shit. This is definitely. I will definitely say this is the best women's Money in the Bank ladder match I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I will agree. Tiffany's like, fucking, I'm out.
Green team.
Go Brazil. Brazil. It's
No, Zoe Stark ain't bad. She's just like a charisma vacuum.
Yeah, she's not good. She's Shao
So
Kahn from fucking.
the thing of it is, Alpha, and
Mortal Kombat.
this is a real fucking deep conversation and a deep cut. So bear with me here. The women's divisions are never as deep as the men's, no matter what way you slice it, right? So even if what? Oh, you just happen to walk right into her arms.
No, you need to watch it.
What was that? What was that?
Well, it was supposed to be that fucking
I'm prettier.
Unpretty her.
But she walked into her arm. But anyway,
That was real bad.
the women's
Yeah,
division
well,
is
did
never
you
as
actually want her to do that move on her face? Like,
Well, if
fucking-
they don't want to do it, then don't do it.
well, it's true. I agree with you. They had to do some semblance. She just didn't want to land. I don't think she had enough room.
I don't know about you, but I'd prefer if they shoved their face into a ladder from 6 feet.
Agreed. So the women's division's never as deep as the men's, and
No.
so where there should be more development made, everything is usually revolved around the women's championship. Like, when's
Yeah,
the last time that you can think of a women's rivalry that didn't involve the title?
The women's division is the men's division from like 8 years ago.
Yep.
Where everything is about the world champion and nobody else matters.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Stupid Plex. Oh, is this going to go the other way? Oh, shit.
Oh,
no.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I feel
this
like
is
Zoe
gonna
Stark
hurt.
is
No,
going to
no,
be
no,
brain
no,
damage
no,
after
no,
this.
no.
You got this.
No.
You got this.
No,
Daddy's
no,
got
no,
you.
Oh!
Oh.
That was cool.
Was bad.
I have to applaud
Eo
Zoe
even caught
Stark
some of that
for
on the way
just
down.
taking
Some of
everything.
that on the way down. I think she caught the whole fucking thing.
Did Io Sky just go into a larval state?
Yeah.
She might have.
She's dead.
I'd love,
Like,
I'd
she's
love,
done.
I'd love if it went to like that. You know that
Look at the
screen
crowd,
where it's
look
like
at the crowd,
EO
look at the
Sky is evolving. Dun, 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 dun.
That's exactly what I was thinking too.
Oh,
She has
look at the crowd.
Metapod.
Watching it.
Woo,
This
woo.
is so good.
Up.
This is
I think
so
this is the-
good.
I think this is the
She
spot
hits
that I
it.
saw.
Chance.
Nope.
Not. Hashtag go fuck yourself. Because she's afraid
Yeah.
of heights. Like, for
Yep.
real.
Here we go.
Fucking killer. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was cool.
Oh.
I forgot
Beautiful.
I forgot the tables were there. I'm like, she's dead.
That's the way you do it.
No.
And then
Ding.
Alright.
Fucking
Yes.
ding.
It's the right decision,
Fucking
Yeah,
ding.
and it was a pretty good
Fucking
match.
ding.
If she has a year that she can hold on to it and build herself up to that point of, you know what? Fuck you. It's my turn to take over.
Oh,
this is the
EO
year to
Sky's
build her.
ass is fucked. Look at her.
Yes.
What?
I don't
What?
care about that. She's really good in the ring.
EO Sky was just fucking hands up her own butthole.
I think she broke her
You
tail.
may have to watch the
She's evolving.
post show because they,
She evolved into injured.
so what they do tonight is they show the competitors leaving.
Look at her. Sorry.
Not together.
This is the year to build her.
Yes.
You know.
That's his guy. There you go.
She is
Oh.
the it factor.
So my point was that, like, yeah, so when it comes to like the women's division, it's that it's hard to really criticize them as far as the depth because it's not the same. It would be the equivalent of like if you flip the script, right, and the men's only had world titles.
Yeah.
Okay. What else do you do?
Well, I mean, the women's division is finally getting back to where it needed to be after being great in NXT and being shit for fucking 3 years. Like, get back to wrestling. That's all you need to do.
That was fucking terrifying.
Oh, yeah, she might have broken her tailbone with that.
Well, she
I'll-
turned into
I'll-
Metapod,
I will-
so I don't know.
I will say that this was on par.
Exorcism.
Michael Cole's pissing in the court. What the fuck is going on?
Why is Michael
He's
Cole so
right behind him.
scared?
I will say that
Sure,
was
that was
a
picture
really-
perfect.
So I'm not a huge fan of the
Spots?
going through the table, and I actually did not mind that.
Well, the cool thing is they built like a storyline around why it means more than just going through the tables.
I think that the reason Chelsea Green was in this match was to prove that she was over her fear. Now she's over. I guarantee she's over her fear of heights now. Or, she might still be afraid to take that. That's the first time she's ever taken a bump like that.
Yeah.
The absolute 100% first time she has ever taken a bump like that.
And they're in the same brand, right? They're on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. No. Yeah. They are.
There's a lot of nose in the
I
eyes.
have to think about who's on fucking Raw and who's on SmackDown.
I have no
sometimes.
idea who's on what.
I was like Piper Niven just challenged for the
You're right,
WWE
you're right,
Women's title,
you're
which is Bailey.
Oh, you're great.
So Chelsea Green would be on SmackDown and Tiffany's on SmackDown.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Hmm.
But so is Bailey.
Correct.
And there was a storyline between her and Bailey for the longest time when she first came up, which I don't mind.
Basically, you can still make it to Heat Wave.
That's tomorrow night, actually.
Yeah.
That to me was one of the best women's in multi-person type matches I've ever fucking seen. And I do
Agreed.
know that Charlotte, Becky, and Sasha was fantastic at WrestleMania 32. But this was better than that. Hands down. Chelsea Green, I applaud you. That's all I'm gonna say. I could never do that. I am that afraid of heights. I do get in a plane, but I have to, or else I get fired.
So wait a minute, I just realized something. Like, if we're already at SummerSlam, that means that we're gonna get Damian Priest versus Gunter for the world title, and Nia Jax versus Liv Morgan.
No. Nia Jax versus Bailey.
What?
Nia Jax versus Bailey.
Why?
Bailey. Nia Jax is on SmackDown.
Oh, that she was on Raw.
No.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot more. That's better.
Liv Morgan.
A little bit,
Liv
yeah.
Morgan, I guarantee it. Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley are having a match at SummerSlam. She's going to show up tomorrow.
I'll see you guys at Heat
Or
Wave.
Monday. I think she's going to show up on Monday, and she's going to get involved in the.
I'm afraid.
They're going to turn Rhea Ripley babyface. What they're going to do.
Hey, where's the homeless?
They're going to get her
Yeah.
away. This is how you get Rhea Ripley away from Judgment Day.
This is how they get away from showing it. They're not in the inner city. They're on the Outer Banks.
I hated this fucking thing.
So, okay, I personally don't think this should main event, but
I agree.
this was the decision they made, probably for some fucking tomfoolery bullshit that happens.
Well, here's what I was gonna say. Given the ending of the other probable main event,
Yeah, oh god.
this makes sense.
I think that Money in the Bank should have fucking main evented.
Well, considering again,
Either of them. Just, I love you. He's got fucking.
So there is a reason Jay didn't win Money in the Bank, everybody. Now you know why Jay didn't win Money in the Bank. They're going to start telling a story. Jimmy is going to show up on Raw pleading with his fucking brother. I need your
I
fucking help.
don't think he'll do it right away.
For some reason.
No, it's going to happen. No.
Because Jay has not been on TV since that incident.
You mean Jimmy?
Jimmy, yeah.
Yeah.
Jimmy's
Right,
not been
I
on
Let's
TV
keep
since
in
that
mind.
happened.
Let's keep in mind that Jay, Jimmy, and Roman are that close. and I mean this literally, that's the story they're gonna fucking tell, getting Jimmy and Jay back together with Roman. And then I think, and this is what I think, The Rock shows up and I'll be your partner. And then he turns on Roman at Survivor Series.
Honestly, I look at Cody Rhodes and all I ever see is heel. I know he's a face,
you
but
know
my
he's gonna-
fucking god, is he like
Yeah.
the perfectly crafted heel visually? He's walking around in like fucking 3-piece suits and Rolexes.
Even Taker said that in an interview. He was like, "Man, Cody is doing a great job as the man." He goes, "But man, the second he turns heel,
Yeah,
He'll turn heel. He'll turn heel. He'll
his
probably
heel
turn heel
run
after
will
the-
be
He will
incredible.
blame somebody. His first feud will be against somebody he blames for losing his title. Which I'm here for.
I love me some Jacob Fatu.
He's all right.
I said
Not my
earlier,
favorite.
and you weren't here. They said he
He's
kind of
not-
reminds me of.
he's not. Let me say this about. Well, go ahead.
What the fuck's? Oh, I'm blanking on his name now. The fucking guy
Jacob
from.
Fatu?
Yeah, no. He reminds me of. Who did I say he reminded me of?
Umaga?
No, he reminds me of a guy I wish went to WWE actually, but he went to New Japan, then he went to AEW.
Jeff Cobb?
Yeah, there you go.
Who?
Jeff Cobb.
Oh yeah.
Though I actually think Jeff Cobb is more impressive.
He is actually. He's a bit more athletic.
That's the type of wrestler build I like. Like JP for the most part. The guys that are like short and stocky, because it's impressive some of the things they can do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so remind me that there's a note about that happens during the entrances. That I'll make a note about a little bit later on. But I'm still invested. Still invested in the bloodline.
I never really liked Solo. But
yeah,
I can't say he's not terrible, but he's getting more than he should.
Trish,
all I see is boobs.
Where you better show me your
boobs. Wait for it.
God, I hate her voice. Ooh, it's like nails on a chalkboard.
She's gonna be a big star.
There it is.
Oh, you mean like all those times you fucking cashed in, Trish? You cunt!
Mm-hmm. Just beat her to death in front of the camera.
Fucked up there, but that's okay.
Do yoga together.
Not bad. So she's there. Heavy a little quicker. I think she'll learn that. You know what's gonna happen? Guess who's having a match at SummerSlam?
Oh God.
There you go. Tiffy time versus Trishy time.
Oh,
that's gonna be hang myself time.
Yeah.
She's gonna show up, and that's gonna be at like WrestleMania or something. So don't.
By the way,
SummerSlam.
Fun little detail that I also noticed during the world title match, and granted, you could take this either way. When Damian Priest pinned Drew, he looked frustrated. Now, you could obviously chalk that up to real life of like the fucking botches and shit and all the craziness. Or you could add that as another level of like he wanted to pin Seth, not Drew, and be again an honorable champion.
What the real thing is, but what could be played off as, if they were paying attention to anything, is exactly what you said. And hopefully he can see that too.
This is also an interesting
I know why
choice
he was frustrated. He was frustrated because that match was shit.
This is like the B team.
It is. It's
Unfortunately.
fucking Marvel Thunderbolts. Are you
We
kidding
ha-
me? Come
Yeah.
on.
We have bloodline at home.
I know. Fucking.
Your wish order has arrived.
This is the way new from Timu. This is
It's Ramen Reigns. That's what they should have called him when he had the fucking ramen hair.
Look,
Oh my
I
God,
like
that's beef
I
ramen.
like the bloodline story. I really fucking
I do,
With
but this
Solo
is
Sikoa
definitely
being
not.
the front of it right
It's a bunch
now
of
is
non-main
not.
eventers in a main event.
Well,
except
that's
there's one.
that's
There's
part
one.
of the
No, I don't think so.
Not right
Because
now.
then he has to be the full package.
Not right now.
That's part of the problem. Solo, they're putting Solo out front. Nobody else is out front. So it tells you everything you need to know. Solo makes the team.
Who the
more
fuck is in?
cohesive.
Wait, who's in the
I've
suit?
seen Jacob Fatu do shit in a ring
Tongaloa
that I have not. Tongaloa is a
he's in the suit.
So yeah,
No,
Tongaloa is not in this match. He's actually hurt, I think.
I was gonna say. That's really he's hurt.
Jacob
That's fucking-
Fatu. As far as like Samoans go, he's probably my favorite of the ones that
Agreed.
aren't like because I've yet to see him in WWE, but like things I've seen on I've
know
seen
that
him
he-
wrestle.
Animal.
I've seen him wrestle, and if they let him go properly, then it's great. But I remember you said like with his debut, it's like they don't want to overshine Solo, who is like we've got him at home, Jacob Fatu at home.
I
They
think
gotta get him. They gotta get him to that point because it's happening. But the turn will happen.
See, the problem I think is Solo, and I know he's their brother, but he is almost identical to the Usos.
It's too
So you
it's
look
too
at
much.
him, and those are the first people you think of.
are
Yeah,
they brothers?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
And the problem
he's
is
the baby brother.
he is not as over as fucking was it Jey Uso? I think.
Yes.
No, you're
So,
right. I'm not
like-
disagreeing with you.
He just looks like Wish version of Samoa.
Yes.
That's all I'm gonna
I mean,
say.
I haven't. I will say this about Jacob Fatu though.
Yeah.
He is one of those guys. I can't think of a Samoan athlete that could jump around like him.
He's a super
He's-
athlete is what he
he's-
is.
He's got some moves. in
Yeah, he's a
there.
super
He's
athlete,
the
man.
athletic version.
And he's
of his
actually
father.
I want to say who was it?
he's trimmed down from what he was because he was a lot bigger than that.
Yes. He did. He went on the WWE diet.
Yeah, anabolic steroids.
I'm trying to think of the guy, the Jimmy the Superfly Snuka.
Yeah, okay, that's close-ish, I'd say. Closer than any of the other Samoans I can think of.
Oh, it's like I said, he is the more athletic version of his father. He is Umaga's son.
In my veins,
Crowd.
I've been eating. You see that?
That's my Vians.
He's like, he comes out 275. He's like, more like 290. I've been eating.
I'm dyslexic. Why does it say in my nivens?
Randy Orton is going to be getting up there with John Cena. Doing the.
Oh, it looks like he's been stung by bees facially.
I was gonna say this too. Quick side note: I would put a good amount of money on that John Cena is inducted in the Hall of Fame at 41. If not, 42.
I can see that, yeah.
I could see his last match being against Randy Orton.
That'd be cool.
I wouldn't be against that at all. I wouldn't.
They had a great rivalry.
Randy Orton was a guy that when he first came around, I didn't really care for, but he earned my respect as a wrestler, and now I fucking love the guy because he's the only person that he's one of the only people alive that actually understands the nuance of wrestling.
It's not even just that. After he got off of the drugs, he matured massively.
I enjoyed him on the drugs.
Dolph Ziggler said it in an interview. He's like, I hate Randy Orton for how good he fucking is. Like, obviously, like not in real, not like actual animosity, but like he's like, Orton's just too fucking good.
Yeah.
By the way, this is the part that's coming up now with KO that makes the gears spin in my head. I think they're gonna do something really long-term, like rivalry with KO and Fatu.
Well, the funny thing
That's
about
pretty cool.
Tonga Loa, I want to say this real quick. The one thing I want to say about Tonga Loa and Tama Tonga is they are not Samoan. They are from Tonga, which is an island associated with Samoa.
They're the sons of Haku.
They are the Tongan Kid or Meng or
Fuck with that.
Haku. However
let's
you
be
want to
con-
remember
There's
him
like
as.
50 of those
remember
motherfuckers, man.
Yeah.
He's their dad. So let's keep that. And I know Jacob Fatu is a Samoan because his dad is Yamaga.
So
Which makes
Yamanga.
it an alive family.
oh, maybe it's after Cody's entrance. But anyway, there's a moment where the gears start making in my head start turning, and I'm like, I could very easily see them doing a long series of matches on SmackDown between Jacob Fatu and Kevin Owens, escalating to the point where they beat the ever living shit out
I mean,
of
they
each
could
other.
have incredible matches if they were let to go.
I think they could put on some fucking crazy great matches.
I think they are once they finish up the bloodline story, which will always
I don't
kind of
think
be there.
it'll never fully go away.
Oh, it's Homelander.
But
Where's Pharaoh?
They will have that where Jacob Fatu goes off and goes on to a series of matches like Taz did with Sabu. Or Rob Van Dam did with Sabu. You know?
Or Sabu did with Sabu.
It's either somebody that hates Kevin Durant or somebody that likes him way too much. But he said he was there. Section 119, facing the hard camp, dead center. He came in his pants. Ferocious coming.
Dude, awesome, man.
I don't know why you would admit to coming in your
Hey,
pants.
man, well, we all got to come in our pants every now and then.
Listen, each their own.
Hold
on.
That depends on what is happening at that particular moment in time.
True, a funeral would be very off-putting. So anyway, the point I'm making is that when
it kind of would be.
I feel like I'm coming through you.
So if they're gonna do Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton for the title eventually, right, like a little bit down the road, I could see Jacob Fatu and Kevin Owens beating the ever-living piss out of each other in these like crazy matches,
bird?
like the build-up.
Stuffed bird on his shoulder.
No.
It's the costume he wears in The Boys, I think.
Yeah, Homelander.
Yeah, but it looks not good to me.
But what I was gonna say was I could see how this writes Kevin Owens off of TV for a little bit and keeps the focus primarily on Orton and Rhodes, since KO is kind of like the third wheel almost. It's like Trinity Alliance.
And they're staring at them.
Yeah,
look at those birds.
This right here, the way Kevin Owens is just staring into the fucking soul. He like stares at Jacob Fatu, like I'm gonna fuck you. Look, see?
I mean, maybe he's coming in his pants.
Kevin Owens is looking at Jacob Fatu. He's like, you and I, buddy.
You just see semen dripping down his leg. I'm coming for you. Literally.
But there was a thing out, and I kind of agree with it. Kevin Owens is a part of this. I mean, he's had some fucking matches with Roman.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Owens is a fucking 10 out of 10 in ring.
They mentioned on commentary
for me.
He's the longest rival of the bloodline.
I'd also say
that's something to that extent, but it was the way that they said it. It's like I think he's going to, when he retires, he's going to be one of them. However it's going to work, he's going to be one of those guys that you wouldn't suspect was involved the whole time, but was.
Yeah.
That's what I see in Kevin Owens.
I've followed his career pretty closely. He's just awesome.
But
I do like Jacob Fatu for me is out of the Samoans around, he's probably the one I have the highest upside on.
Yeah, he's the one that got my eye on.
So
I like the Tongans. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy their work, but Jacob Fatu, I'm
like, again, they're also closer to the end of their career, where Jacob is closer to the beginning of his career.
Look at the difference between Jacob and Solo Sikoa. What do you see?
Yeah, I see. a guy that's gonna disappear when the bloodline does, and I see a guy that'll have success. Fucking guy is he reshaped himself for WWE. What did we say about Bubba Ray? What did we say about Bubba Ray earlier?
The bottom
He's-
line to
I'm not
simplify
He's
it.
got camel toe. Hold on. Did you guys see that?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Connor. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say to simplify it between the difference between Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. In Jacob Fatu, I see a threat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see it with Solo.
Look at
No.
that.
Holy
Look at
fuck.
that. If you pause at Cody Rhodes talking to the Samoans, he's got clear camel toe. Like
And
ridiculous.
Just gonna do that. Hold on.
Like
Just
that's a
a
vagina.
I have some blue balls for that to be showing up.
Hold on.
That's
hold on.
What is he dreaming for? A fucking penis? Because good lord, look at that. That's
And
pure
behold,
pure puss.
Basement, the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh my
screenshot
God.
it.
All right, we'll continue.
Why are his pants up so high, first and foremost?
How is that
That's
even
why-
happening?
I thought you were going to share it. I would have shared it with the fucking.
Yeah. I shared
Well,
it
He's
on
not
I-
trying
chat.
So he can't.
I can share it. Hold on. Oh fuck, where am I?
Connor's the one who took it.
Ah!
Oh God.
Hold on. Let me get back to the camel toe.
I'm gonna fuck you. Yeah, camel toe.
Oh, I was close.
There you go.
You can still see it even from that far away.
I want to get a good camel toe.
I know you want to get a good one.
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk too and spit on that thing.
On what thing?
There's
You
two
know.
of them.
Oh,
Hey, Cody.
It's there.
Hey, Cody. Hey, Cody.
These nuts. Ha! Got him. Ha!
You're giving them a wedgie.
it's like this man.
Like,
It's got a
that's
pussy.
basically the bottom line. Is that I see like
Look at that front hole.
when I see Jacob Fatu, I'm like, I do not want to fuck with this man.
Yeah,
But
he's
with
got
Solo,
that
I'm kinda like-
danger.
Guys, I can play too. Can you
There it
imagine?
is.
That's
That's the
perfect.
shot,
Yeah,
right?
especially with the
Fucking
mouth
Oh my God.
open and the guys leaving.
I
Fucking-
get it. He's gonna share it.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why he
Especially,
paused.
especially with the guys leaving and his mouth open. It's like,
I don't know how to-
guys.
Hold on. Can I share it?
Yeah, I got you. I can do it. I can clip
feel
it.
like
Hold on,
I'm-
give me
No, but I'm trying to share it in the.
a- oh.
Okay, yes.
Can't you share the picture that
There it is. There.
Is it showing? Is it
Yep.
showing?
It showed it briefly, and then you clicked
Oh,
off.
okay.
It
Look
wasn't
at that.
the
Look
screen.
at right here, the pee hole. Look at that pee hole.
Oh, there you go.
Just finger blast him.
Okay. You can
I'm
stop.
finishing his story.
Wait. Oh, hold on. I just realized something. Give me a second. If this fucking works, I'll be shocked. Hold on. Oh, God damn it. Hold on. You can keep going. I just. I wanna see if this fucking
Okay.
works.
He's diddling with Cody Rhodes' vagina right now.
It's gonna be a fucking avatar.
Please work. Fuck yes. Yes. I'm so happy. Beautiful.
We gotta zoom in on that bad boy.
Okay. Give me a minute. Give me a second. Oh,
God, man.
I think I got a delayed contact with that fucking pre-roll earlier. All right, let's see if I can
Jeez.
crop it even more.
Face me, you sick motherfucker.
What?
I just noticed it,
You go
okay?
back and look at the stream from about 45 seconds ago.
His finger blasting that pee hole.
Blasting Cody Rhodes' vagina.
Hmm. Like I said, I was finishing his story.
I know. I look over at the screen and I'm like, God damn. He really was.
I mean, Solo's over, but
Solo.
just. I mean, at best, he'll
He's-
be like a. we
he's
have Samoa
not-
Joe at home.
He's not
Yeah.
an answer. He's not.
He is not.
I don't hate the thought of him being the only guy that was there that could be the placeholder because he was there from the beginning. they're trying to build back to Roman Reigns coming back with the Usos and finding The Rock, and then having The Rock turn
In
on
hindsight,
fucking Roman.
they should have had Jey Uso take over.
Yeah.
And then we tell the story of Roman defeating the Bloodline.
The problem is you're dealing with The Rock, whose like availability is next to nothing. So like you kind of you're booking around the main event. That's perfect. There it is. Oh, that's great.
I think The Rock is to the place where he is going to. He's going to surprise you. I guarantee that that's where they're going.
He quits.
I'm retiring. 2025 WrestleMania will be my last WrestleMania. Rock for Cena for the head of the bloodline.
That's the other thing too, is that with Cena's announcement, someone did ask him, that's like, well, do you think you'll be like a coach or a producer? He's like, I'll still be involved in the company. It's just I may not be in ring. Just doing an actual match.
Just watch John Cena show up at SummerSlam with like an extreme tan, and he's part of the bloodline.
Or he brings back the mask as Juan Cena. But yeah, I
He is bullshit right now. I love it.
You also have to think too that like with this influx of new talent, right? Not everyone's going to succeed in the same levels, right? Obviously, you want everybody to succeed, but like,
you have to have tiers
for every level. Oh my god, you actually did it.
Yeah. You have to have
Kevin
tiers.
Owens is eating the fucking hell out of fucking Tomatonga.
What?
Honestly, they all look the same to me.
Well, haven't pointed at it.
What, the pussy?
What? The
Connor's new avatar.
Yeah. Perfect.
If you
put you know what? If you hung that up in an art gallery, called it The Dream, people would pay millions of dollars for that shit.
They would. They would.
Also, if you put your ear to it, you can hear the ocean.
You just hear Brandy Rhodes. Ah!
You just hear, what?
That looks like it as an actual woman.
Oh my god, if you actually put your ear to it, you hear Dusty Rhodes.
Forever, baby. The wheels of the American dream doesn't rose coming from his son's gonads.
That'd be funny. That'd be funny if his penis talked to him like that. That'd be great. Let me enter the vagina, if you will.
That's his foreplay.
I am the American dream doesn't rose, and you will climax, baby. You will orgasm everywhere.
Can we not do this again?
For the last time, sir, you're being pulled over for disorderly conduct.
If you will.
Actually, did you ever hear that story from Bruce Pritchard about Dusty Rhodes? It was on Storytime.
No.
I fucking love it.
Go ahead, tell it.
All right, I'll try to abridge it.
I'll believe it.
I'll try to abridge it.
I'll believe anything.
So Dusty signed to WWE, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so obviously in the NWA, he was a much bigger name in WCW and the NWA Jim Crockett Promotions. So when Vince told Bruce Pritchard, he's like, I want you to take care of Dusty, acclimate him and, get him used to WWE stuff. And so they're on the road together. And Bruce is like, listen, Dusty, I know you're like a big deal in NWA, but like here, it's a little different. We got to get you acclimated. It's going to take you time and blah, blah, blah. And Dusty had this like fucking, he's like, baby, I'm the second most recognizable athlete on the planet next to Muhammad Ali. And he's like, he would not shut the fuck up about this. It was constantly like, second most recognizable athlete on the planet. It's like, shut the fuck up. So finally, this is real quick side note. This is what I meant about like the great camera work. This is fucking perfect. Between this and then the next shot. Shots.
That's pretty good.
That's out of a fucking movie.
It might be the armbands, but I'm getting Farouk vibes.
You getting what?
Yeah.
You getting what vibes?
Farouk.
Yeah.
With the armbands.
Yeah. Yeah, I could definitely see that. But anyway, so Dusty just kept saying, second most recognizable, and Bruce like, fucking shut up. So finally they're on the road one time and they get pulled over. And cop pulls him over and Bruce is driving, so he's talking to Bruce, blah blah. He goes, hey, are you Brother Love? And he's like, yeah. He's like, all right, cool. So he plays it off and blah blah blah. And it doesn't try to mooch him, is what it is. So then another cop gets on the other side of the car to talk to Dusty in the passenger seat, and they're like, And you are?
Yeah, I
And-
heard him tell the story.
Okay, so I knew what you're talking about.
And Bruce was, and Dusty was bullshit. And Bruce was
Yeah.
just smiling from ear to ear. And he goes, second most recognizable athlete on the planet.
Yes, I do remember. So
fucking
Bruce
good
Pritchard and his fucking stories, like the Jim Cornette episode, is so fucking funny, man.
Yeah, wrestling stories in general are just fucking funny.
Fuck that, motherfucker.
I love I also love the one.
Go ahead. Finish what you're
As I
saying.
said, I also love the one where Mark Henry moved a bus.
Was it through prayer?
What?
What?
No, Mark Henry was genuinely one of the world's strongest men's competitor champions.
He moved the bus.
He did.
Taker explained that one time they were on a UK tour, or I think it was like some sort of UK tour, overseas tour, and the bus was parked on the curb, but the way that the street, but the way that the other two cars parked on the opposite sides of them wedged them in, so they're kind of stuck, and it was on a turn, so like you couldn't just like get out, you had to like pivot out, and it was stuck because it was like on the street, the curb they parked on was on like a corner or on like a curve, so it was hard for them to get out. Anyway, that was fucking impressive. That was fucking impressive. That like launch that he just fucking did, and like the accuracy with it. But he's like, we're trying to find the fucking guy who owns the car in front of us to move because we can't get out, and we're just all scrambling. And Mark just finally says, "Let me do it." And he fucking, I'm sorry, he didn't move the bus. He moved the car.
That's what I was about to say. I'm like, move the bus.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, he moved the car. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he literally grabbed the towel and he just like slowly just like 1, 2, like a couple of times, but he goes, fucker lifted the car, out of the way. And we pulled out. He goes, Mark came on here. He was a fucking god. We bought him drinks the rest of the night. He was fucking hammered.
Yeah.
Imagine how many drinks it takes to get Mark Henry hammered. Holy shit!
His story of Jim, the story he tells of Jim Cornette. He's like, "Fuck this! I'm off this fucking plane." So he gets off the fucking plane. He goes, "I'll meet you motherfuckers in goddamn wherever the fuck they were going." It's the story of Jim Cornette beating Vince, Bruce Pritchard, and I can't remember who he said else was on, or JR. To the city, he got in the car. The guy has not flown since. It was funniest fucking story, but he told the story how they had a 2-hour flight. Jim Cornette beat them to the next city.
Wait, that wasn't the Alaska one, was it?
It might have been,
but it was so fucking funny.
He was bullshit at that one. I remember hearing that story about that where like they were doing some sort of weird fucking Raw in like Alaska, and it was like they had to fly out in the middle like a couple of days before to do TV, and Jim Cornette was like, you think of every possible irritation that he had, and it's like he had like the hotel was weird, the flight was freezing. He's like, I fucking hate this shit. And like he was already pissed, and then like I think that's the time where they did the booking meeting, and he was questioning like, why are we burying the Patriot? Like the Patriot's a fucking like great wrestler and character, and they wouldn't give an answer. And then finally Kevin Dunn just goes and goes, Jim, I find you tiresome. And then he like,
no, they were Nova Scotia.
That was it. Sorry, Nova Scotia. Tomato.
It was funny.
I think these two are going to beat the shit out of each other the rest of the year.
I got a question for you guys because I am not like I'm a fan of Kevin Owens. I am not a fan of the merger with Stone Cold and Kevin Owens. Like he's adopted some of his like mannerisms and some of his moveset, and I'm like, why?
I don't. I mean, the stunner.
No, but even like stomping a mud hole, like if you've watched like this match, there's so often that he literally I can see Stone Cold doing half of what the fucking guy did.
Yeah.
I don't mind it because he masks it better than others have. Where like how like people
I don't like his stunner either, to be honest. But like just
I mean I'm not a huge fan of it either. I prefer the power bomb, but
he was already a fully complete wrestler before.
Yeah.
So there's really no reason to be I'm going to turn into part Stone Cold.
But what I will say is this: if any character on the roster, with I think maybe Orton being the exception, was to adapt those persona traits or those characteristic traits of Austin, it would probably be KO.
I don't think anybody should, to be honest. But whatever. I get you what you mean. It's like
Yeah.
there's literally
I
no
don't know,
reason
man.
for it to be that way.
I'm not.
Don't play. Okay, you put that trumpet up, and it came right from fucking Cody Rhodes' pussy.
Not a huge hate of Kevin Owens. I actually like Kevin Owens, but I do agree. I don't. I like him.
Okay,
I
now-
like him.
Yeah, but there's no
Wait,
need for the Stone Cold adaptation.
No.
Basically,
No. I agree with you 100%.
Basically, you got your
Don't
eyes
do
on
it.
my
Don't do
icon
it.
there.
I know what you're gonna do.
Wait, which one? You mean this
Hawk
one?
Tua?
you gotta
Yep.
give him that
I knew it.
and spit on that thing. You get me?
Stop showing me Cody Rhodes' wet pussy.
It's only going to work on his if he does
I'm
it.
kind of retarded. These nuts. Got him.
Ass to face. Do you think he's purposely dressed like Samoa Joe?
Yes.
Mom, we got Samoa Joe at home.
I'm gonna go with yes. Now he is wearing boots now. See,
Holy
Oh,
fuck!
that was a lot.
That was
Brutal.
brutal.
they told the story of how Triple H had to fight to get him into
Oh,
Canada.
I heard about that. Yeah, because of his priors.
Yeah, the guy's a convict.
Yeah.
And you know how Canada feels about everything bad.
Great
Just
country.
like it was an illegal trying to cross the border.
No, yeah, then you're allowed in, 100%.
Yeah, exactly.
We've got a
What the
really
fuck?
good place for you. It's on the street.
Here's 10,000
That was probably Triple H's hate.
Fucking
If you only
shit.
knew what you let into this fucking country, all right?
Honestly, there's parts of what he's doing that kind of reminds me of Bray Wyatt. Like using your weight
Yeah.
in the ring.
I was a fan of that type of offense that Bray had.
Yeah, I actually.
Oh, yeah,
thing is,
that
I liked
fucking
Bray.
crossbody where he literally just threw himself at the other opponent. Fuck
I
yeah,
actually
that was
liked
amazing.
Bray Wyatt in the ring, and I wish I saw more of it.
Yeah.
But instead, we got fucking workout Wyatt.
Firefly Funhouse.
Well, now he's of course gone the way of the beta carotene balding Mr. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
He's a corpse.
It's in the afterlife.
He's definitely not in the. Well, he's dead.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
part of the
There we go.
afterlife.
There we go.
He's not
That's the
literally. He may be walking around somewhere, but
You know what'd be crazy
fucking
if he
Owens
actually
flailing like
didn't.
that was fucking
Imagine
hilarious to me.
if Bray Wyatt didn't die, and it was the biggest fucking swerve ever from WWE. Everybody would be angry and happy.
Oh, yeah.
I
That-
think WWE would then be like, "Hey, we made a series of movies. Friday the 13th.
You talk about a fucking gamble on that one. If
That would
if they
be
pull that-
like the hugest pop in the world, but also like
The biggest what the
people would be
fuck
like,
at the
"Fuck
same
they
you!
time.
Don't play with my emotions."
They can't
Yeah.
do it. They can't go that far anymore. It's not even about like the controversial or like blah blah blah. Their presentation has changed so much,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and it's
you
more
can't-
it's more sports
You
hybrid.
got to be a
like-
bit more transparent with your fans too. You can't be that ridiculous.
well, that's
You
why
can't
you and me
offend
base.
anybody.
That's why we're all got our eyes on the Wyatt Six to see how the fuck they're gonna.
Then
pull that
again,
one
Vince
off.
McMahon exploded in a fucking car. So
And then
Man,
he came back
good
the very next night
times.
because of Chris
Good
Benoit
times.
can
and
happen.
then he came back the next day. He's like, actually, it was fake. Chris Benoit hung himself.
Turns out it was gas.
It's like Jesus Christ.
I think
What a turn.
I think he realized that. Well, he sacrificed that
Storyline because of Chris Benoit.
Chris
but-
Benoit.
And then
Maybe Chris
woman.
Benoit just really hated the storyline. That was the only way he could stop it. Kill my family, kill myself.
What?
Nothing. Island
do it?
Boys? Didn't
I do
those,
agree.
those,
the
those
Island Boys? No.
two fucking guys that made out with each other?
I do agree that this matchup probably shouldn't have main evented, but given the fucking it
It's
would have been this
not
or
a
the
bad
world title.
match, but
Yeah.
Well,
I would have put the Money in the Bank as the main event. Here comes.
oh my face.
I think he.
Shut your ass up.
Jacob has a lot of Roman in him with that quip right there. The trash talking during the match.
Is that a panda bear angry on his arm? Kevin Owens' tattoo on his inside arm? Looked like an angry panda bear, which is a choice.
I think it's supposed to represent his daughter.
He might be a big fan of Kung Fu Panda.
Like pandas, I guess.
Kung Fu Panda?
Yeah,
maybe he's got Jack Black tattooed on his asshole.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Shit. I love how Cody's immediate reaction is
literally threw himself.
Hold on. Basically, can you do me a favor? I'm sorry. Can you rewind just a tid back to that?
I like how Jacob Fatu is like all or nothing.
Watch Cody's reaction. When Jacob lands, watch Cody in the corner. And I love how his immediate reaction is just to fucking stomp his foot. I know he's trying to get the hot tag, but it's just funny how it's like, he's dead. Stomp, stomp, stomp. It fucking cracked me the fuck up.
But then he's right back at it. It's no selling, but that's fine.
No, this was.
You're rewatching it again?
Yeah, I'm
just
trying.
Cody's reaction to Jacob Fatu draining himself on that fucking.
I've reacted.
Remember Cesaro when he fucking put his teeth in his brain?
Oh, yeah, that is a panda. Yeah, that is a panda.
Right, it is panda.
He's got some beautiful tattoos.
Kung Fu Panda.
Okay, here it comes. Now, as soon as Jacob lands, watch Cody.
Watch Cody.
Fucking tickled me pink. Yep. One for you. Do. Like fuck.
You saw in his face. He desperately wanted to sit there and go.
Ooh, well, he had to do something.
That had to hurt.
Oh.
Yeah. Ooh, that's
pretty good.
I can't take Cody seriously anymore. Every time I look on the fucking screen, I see his fucking vagina.
That move is from a 1920 silent movie when a barroom brawl breaks out.
Is it because of my icon?
Just Cody pussy everywhere.
It's his caducee.
Are you sure you don't own a cat, Cody?
Because I can see your caducee. Fucking hate that word so much.
Yeah.
He
made up the fucking word, and now he sits there and says, "I fucking hate."
I think Tongaloa just got.
No, he's got. Look, he's in that CTE. You know that like paralyzation moment in UFC.
You got a taste of that caducee?
Look at him. He's like not good.
Holy fuck!
He had that like weird paralyzed MMA shit.
Yeah, he's laying there. He's like,
oh my god!
And then he's like, "Okay, fingers can move."
So we know he's not dead or he's not paralyzed. Everybody, but he's legitimately hurt. Right
oh yeah, that bell got rung.
Basement, just holy fuck!
What is everybody's spear? What does everybody fucking move a spear?
Real quick note too. This is Jacob Fatu's in-ring WWE debut, so maybe that's another reason why he's going fucking like
extra on everything.
Yeah.
I know I could jump, but I will jump to my own death. He fucking obliterated that woman.
That was a doctor.
Did you see that?
That's even better.
Yeah, she's dead. She'll be fine. She's the doctor.
Can someone call a doctor? Shit.
They do that. They go, they can't call the doctor. She got knocked the fuck out.
Oh my god, I almost pissed myself. That was funny. Can you just be like, holy shit, someone call the doctor? They look over. Fuck. Holy shit.
Right into the pussy.
Jason here.
Why is he doing the pedigree?
Okay.
There it is.
Why is he doing the pedigree?
Who knows?
Paying homage to Triple H.
I thought that was Seth Rollins.
Randy, Kevin.
They decide we're gonna be fucking heels for a minute. We're gonna cheat the fucking
Gonna roll
shit
him.
out of ourselves.
Well, the heel hit him, so
But I get it. But usually, baby
just
faces
get a
don't
chainsaw
do
and cut up
those
his body in
kinds
the middle of the
things.
ring.
Orton, hurry up! His torso's red.
Baby faces don't. I thought there was gonna be a reveal here in this moment.
You mean there's not?
No,
Spoiler.
I'm saying at this particular match.
As soon
right
as the
here,
ref went down, he was talking
Yeah.
about.
like right here, I'm not saying anything about the finish. I'm just talking about this moment
So
here.
there's a reveal at the finish?
I thought no. I thought there was going to be a reveal there.
He thought there
That's
was
all
gonna be a
I'm saying.
turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a yes, something
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that.
Look how stupid
I
Corey
wasn't
Graves
talking
looks.
about the finish.
That's
What is he
stupid.
wearing? Corey Graves. He's got fucking like sweatpants on.
He's wearing like a smoking jacket.
Well, he
It's
is
not. It's just like painted on.
It's
Corey-
because it's just the differences in color.
Corey Graves.
painted
Corey
on for
Graves apparently wasn't
There he
feeling
is.
good at all. He had 102 temperature, I guess.
Okay, well the ref's dead.
Oh God, the ref is not dead.
Yeah,
The
literally.
ref is
Rest
now
in peace.
legitimately dead.
What was
Rest in
funny
peace.
tonight is the referee, Jason Ayers, he put out a tweet. He's like, "How times 2."
Followed by his obituary.
Yeah.
Right.
The poor security guard's like, oh fuck.
Yeah, you know these two are gonna fucking try to beat the shit. They're gonna see who can.
There's gonna be
fucking-
there's gonna
who
be
can
quite a
come-
few.
Triple H is gonna have. This is gonna be a WrestleMania match, and it's gonna be like a Shane McMahon fucking.
Kurt Angle fucking kill each other.
Yeah,
Just
Yeah.
demolishing of each other.
that's all. That's what I think it's gonna be.
I think it will be too. And I'm here
A
for it.
car crash.
Hey, Triple H, take your time getting another ref out here for whatever reason. So, you know.
T-Rex.
I will agree. That
Rawr.
the wrestling here is awesome. This is a pretty good storytelling match. Hits his brother
He
in the
punched him.
fucking head.
He punched him in the.
I'm gonna get a quick shot.
That takes 3
That-
attempts.
He punched him
That-
in the
Mother in the
head.
head twice.
That
He punched him in the balloon knot.
was something. He gave him a courtesy little tickle
that
there.
was fucking
He gave him a
awesome.
little.
He
gave
gave
a little-
him a receipt.
He punched him in the
No.
balloon knot.
Oh, I know. I'm being a smartass.
He tickled his taint before he hurt him.
Yeah, he didn't respond, so Kevin Owens just ass played himself into the future.
He has a prostitute of the gods. Hey, you got something on your foot. Here.
I give
Beautiful
Tom Loa tons of credit. He looked legitly hurt.
Well, he's also
I don't give him any credit. He punched the man in the ass. Stop doing it 5,000. I fucking hate how this has become the thing for him.
2.
I can't do my finisher once. I have to do it 3 times.
to signify the actual end of the match.
This motherfucker is as far away as from Eddie Guerrero as you can get. A blonde-haired, blue-eyed pussy for a dick.
That
Fucking
was
A.
pretty good.
I'm telling you,
Mm-hmm.
Jacob Fatu is going to be fucking money.
You already
his
tried the
finisher.
camel toe. You didn't need the
I
help.
love its fucking
Executioner.
finisher too.
It's the executioner.
What I tell you, JP? I told you you were going to like him.
I don't.
I mean, the
think
things
that-
I've seen on the indie scene is fucking blows this out of the water. That's all I'm gonna say. For what
Oh,
he's
no, he
capable
does.
of doing.
Yeah.
Look upon him.
I was gonna spike him. So.
This is for Pharaoh.
Oh, they're gonna kiss.
I hate that finisher so much.
I do too. Well, boom. Yeah, that makes sense.
Hey, that was a popcorn fart church for.
It was
finish,
okay.
wasn't
So
it?
it was a pay-per-view match in terms of wrestling,
Raw.
but in terms of booking, it was Raw.
Yes.
Still fun though. I still thought it was
Yeah,
fun, especially the Taint Punch.
I'm kind of glad I didn't go to this pay-per-view because though it was good and everything, it's very much like an overhyped SmackDown.
The Money in the Bank matches, I think, were very serviceable. I think they were, honestly, in my opinion, the two Money in the Bank ladder matches were almost equal for me as far as in terms of like their value.
I mean,
for me.
the men's match, in terms of like wrestling acumen, was better. The women,
But the women's
botched
So-
quite a bit.
I put this show in 4 categories for me: wrestling, storytelling, booking, how I look at it, and I can't remember the other one.
Enjoyability.
We're off to a great start.
Hold on, because I actually tweeted it out.
3 categories actually. How many Cody Rhodes pussies we've seen?
So let me look at what I tweeted. I'm just looking for what I tweeted. Go ahead and do your thing.
So it's no shock that the Bloodline got the win. I'm not surprised by that. They needed this win in the worst fucking way possible. Match was all right. I didn't mind it too much. I think it was very like a B plus. There you go. There's that.
No, they didn't
There
show
you
the
go.
ass punch.
Yeah, the ass punch. We called that the taint tuffy. Money in the Bank ladder matches were very serviceable. I think they were both the same in terms of value as I was like, how I enjoyed them. But I will say it was, in my opinion, hands down, the overall best women's Money in the Bank ladder match they've ever done so far. I think
I can agree with that. Botches.
I think that like the women's Money in the Bank ladder matches in the past, unfortunately, were just not that good. And this one was like
for me
a step right.
I agree with you, but it's still not a reason to watch the show.
No.
Yep.
And I think that's where my problem with this event is. After watching it, I wouldn't say there's a reason to watch it.
Sammy and Braun. That's it.
Yeah, but like I mean, it ended up where it started. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing that like it feels very much like a Raw or SmackDown, but just a very good version of them.
I agree with you. So for me, and I put this out already because somebody asked that question. Wrestling is 7. Because that was pretty good wrestling. It always usually
I might
is.
go above a 7 for the wrestling.
Okay.
But not.
I'm not against it, but the booking, and I'm talking about the finishes of the matches, and can you honestly tell me that was a great finish?
No.
To a match?
To what?
The last match, the Samoan Spike, to be like.
You honestly gonna sit here and tell me you thought that was a good? No, what I mean by a good finish is everything that happened.
I hate the idea that the world champion was pinned.
Yes.
When you have Randy Orton and Kevin Owens there.
Yeah.
It doesn't make a lot of sense.
No, it does not.
And I hate the idea that like the problem is the bloodline. This is like filler for the bloodline.
Yeah.
But they needed to win. Did they have to win that way? No.
No. I the booking 3.
I don't know if I go as low as a 3.
And that for me is only because Tiffany Stratton won. That was really the only right decision they made tonight.
I think Sami Zayn was the right decision, but it's splitting hairs there.
I'm not saying it wasn't.
You kind of did.
Yeah, that's exactly what you did.
No,
like,
looking back
this was the
on
only
it,
decision that was
I'm not saying that the finish to the
And
match,
I think the right people wanted this match.
The decision is a really good one. I could have gone either way.
Right,
I think
but I'm
for
saying
the
that's not what you just
storytelling,
said.
I think for the storytelling they're doing in this match, the right team won. So like, I can't go as low as a 3 for booking. It's not a great. The booking wasn't great. Let's just say.
I think the big. I'll be honest.
I think I go like a 5 for booking.
No. Keep in mind that this reaction was to my reaction to what I thought at the time. Now I've watched it twice. I still didn't like the decisions were made, but I'm not gonna say, yeah, I wrote this 4 hours ago, so it's not like.
I think the biggest blunder is Drew winning the briefcase.
Uh,
I think if you
everything to
flip
do with that is bad, and the problem is just like it's such a big story point for this pay-per-view that it hurts it so greatly.
Okay, so let me put it this way then. Let's say everything else stays the same, but instead,
Drew's in the triple threat and LA Knight wins the fucking thing. Yeah, they're great.
Yep.
8 out of 10.
Exact same finish in the triple threat though. With
Maybe not an 8 out of 10. It might be like a 7.5 or something. But
okay.
Just I think the final match was kind of like
it should not have been the main event. I don't care how big the story is.
So if you did the triple threat with Drew, that should have been main event, and this should have taken the place of the other. If you could reorder, but this is for what we got.
Yep.
What do you think wrestling wise out of 10, Connor?
7. I don't know if I want to give it the half. There was a couple of botches in the win.
I know, but like
no, it was the world title match botches were like
that's bad because of who's involved and how good they are.
And how high profile it was. That's I think my only real big misstep of the whole night.
I'm in the same boat as you, where it's like, do I give it a 7 or 7.5? Because some of the wrestling was incredible, but some of the wrestling.
And by the way, you would still have to do the 6-man tag as the main event, because are you really gonna have fucking Punk interfere in the main event for 2 fucking pay-per-views in a row for the world title?
I mean, they already did. I could ask the same question for why they did the exact same thing again, even not in the main event. You know what I mean? Like it's just it's they're dragging out a storyline that I honestly feel like the injury to Punk. They're like, our audience needs to be reminded of the thing we did already, because he's been away for a bit.
I don't think it was needed, because it just doesn't.
It did the same thing over again. Even fucking popped a squat on the fucking table with the belt. It's the exact same fucking thing.
I think booking wise, everything made sense to me. The only one that, even if I didn't like it, Drew winning the briefcase. I mean,
I didn't like the finish to this match personally.
This match?
I didn't like the finish of the match at all. No.
Somebody else should have been pinned.
Why is a world champion taking a pin when he's in there with Kevin Owens and Randy Orton? It doesn't make any sense. I know, but I don't agree with it. It's Solo Sikoa. No. What are you doing with this guy? Is he going to be the next fucking Hulk Hogan?
Solo alluded in a promo on SmackDown that he's going to be challenging Cody for the title. He already as soon as that happened, I'm like, okay, then he's going to pin Cody, and then it's going to be him and Cody.
But could you tell that? Could you tell that exact same story without him pinning Cody?
Yes.
It would be harder.
I don't like making your world champion look weak in a multi-man match. That's the whole purpose of a multi-man match, to have somebody else take the pin, not the champion.
Yeah, but the message you're sending
Connor,
then do a one-on-one.
You're also forgetting the greatest heel move that they could have used with Solo with this. I said, yeah, I am going to fight you for the title. But until that time, you're not going to touch me.
Yeah, I could get behind that.
I mean, they also didn't use, like, the ref was knocked out. Where were the foreign objects? Where was the cheat to win? Yeah. He hit him with a legitimate finisher and just pinned him.
Because the baby faces were in charge, not the heels. If the heels were the dominant ones, they would bring up.
Could have brought in when they took back over.
I mean, the tide turned while the ref was still out.
I'll put it this way: I if they did that finish, but did, and I know you're fucking sick of this basement too, but let's say Solo even did a fucking spear as like a fuck you to Roman. I would have taken. What's that?
Now everybody's doing the spear. Fucking every single Samoan has the spear as a pseudo finisher, which is ridiculous. James did it. What the fuck?
I wouldn't use it as a finisher for Solo all the time. Just in this one instance for this fall only, as opposed to the Samoan Spike, because I do agree the Samoan Spike is kind of.
I think the problem for me is I don't look at the new version of the Bloodline as main event talents. And this is why it's a bit harder to swallow for me that this is the way it went. I'm not against these guys losing. I am against the way that they lost because it's not necessarily. It's not. We are weaker and worse than you, but we'll win through nefarious means. It's we just beat you.
So funny enough, me and Tim had a mini. I don't want to say argument. But we were kind of talking about this a little bit before we got on tonight because I did get spoiled of the ending. And this is what me and him said to each other. Oh, that's a lot of dick pics. Let's see. So, let's see. He said, WWE is making the same mistakes with the Bloodline they did when Reigns was there. Having them win via shenanigans is lazy booking. I realize they also want to protect Cody to help him with the help needed to beat him, but figure out another way for him to win. And I said, normally I would agree with you, but you got to think of the bigger picture here in terms of the Bloodline story. This new Bloodline needed a victory badly. And while it is a bit shady, I understand that they need to at least carry at least some sort of credible victory to carry them to SummerSlam and the eventual return of Roman Reigns. This Bloodline is supposed to be shittier than the last one by design.
So the way I look at it, right? They have time until SummerSlam. They can still build Solo Sikoa to look strong, I guess, against Cody Rhodes, though everybody under the sun knows he's not winning.
Right.
I would have preferred Jacob Fatu to pin Kevin Owens to then spin off that rivalry that will go forward.
I get it, but right now they're not doing that.
If they're clearly going Cody solo for the belt.
Yeah, but there's nobody. If you interviewed 1,000 people that knew wrestling and they were like, "Is Cody or Solo gonna win?" 1,000 to 0 is what I'm getting.
I'm not saying about the predictability nature. We all fucking know Solo's not winning the belt, and if he does,
which is why I hate fucking using the main event at a pay-per-view to further a storyline that is done.
So I do not think Solo
going
to lose clean though.
I don't care.
I think SummerSlam is where Roman Reigns comes back.
Yeah.
But I mean, so you gave the wrestling a 7?
Yep.
The booking, what do you give that?
Huh?
The booking.
6.5.
Okay. What was the other thing you had? JP, was your
storytelling?
It kind of goes hand in hand.
It's kind of booking. Production.
10, man. The production's. I mean, a couple of botched camera spots here and there.
Yeah,
but I mean,
you can't go full 10.
Okay,
but,
9.
I agree with that.
9.
Is there any other category we can kind of talk about here, or no?
I'm redoing mine.
Okay, so Heather, wrestling. What do you give it?
I'm closer to the 6.5 or 7 mark.
Okay.
Rather than 7.5 because of how many botches there were in matches that there really should not have been.
Oh, well, all right.
And the referee fuck up during the Priest and Seth match.
I really would like to see the plan for that match. Because I think the Seth and Damian Priest.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't know if it's so much like a botch or a botched plan for how the match should go.
I'm sure the word's gonna get out pretty quickly once what the hell happened during that match.
Yeah. So Heather, you gave 6.5 to the wrestling. To the booking,
I'm about 4.5, 5.
Okay, and to the presentation of it all.
The presentation of it all, that's definitely a 7.5 for me.
We're gonna go. I haven't even given one presentation. I can go with presentation. You guys want to throw booking in with storytelling? Fine.
Well, it is pretty much.
No. I get it. The more I think about it, you're right, and that's fine.
Right. JP, wrestling.
So the wrestling, I'll leave it at a 7. I'm gonna leave it at a 7. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It was good. Wasn't great. Let me rephrase that. And it never fucking is. I think, when it comes to everybody trying to have 5-star fucking matches. That's what everybody wants to see. WWE will give you
is
every
like-
once in a while. They'll give you a 4-star match.
Right.
You're very seldom.
You'll
you're
go
gonna see
between like
WWE
4 and 8.5 is where you'll
Right.
go in WWE. You'll never get past that, unfortunately.
Right.
Yeah.
So I give it a 7, to be honest with you. The storytelling / booking, I'll give it a 5.5,
Okay.
6.
Fair.
Only because after this, I understand what they're doing. I understand the story, right? I get it. The finish was fucking terrible. And what I mean by the finish is what happened. Not even Cody taking the pin. It's how the
Yep.
match ended.
Yeah, it was not.
There
I
was
think it's the
nothing that
finish.
it just seemed
sense
it
of, like,
was
the
missing something.
I don't think you need to end a match when the audience is at a crescendo. This did not mimic that.
They were just it was a weird finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Sami Zayn and Braun Breaker match even had a very flat finish.
No, that finish was a shocker finish. I don't think anybody.
I liked the finish of that match. I actually think that match might be.
So again,
I think that match might be the match of the night. To be honest,
and that's another. After watching that, because I didn't really watch the whole match. Like I said, I was making dinner, and Wendy was, Dad, do this. Dad, do this. I'm like, yeah, I got it. Daddy-daughter time, right? So, it's like really the first time. I'm still gonna have to go back and watch it again because I didn't see the whole thing. What I seen of it, I loved. As far as the match, the finish, I didn't understand the finish until Drew losing is what kind of thinking about Drew losing and what they're gonna do.
What can they do with him now?
With
Other
him.
than have that match with
Not
CM
Drew,
Punk. But
not
after
Drew,
that, what
I'm
do
not
you
even talking. I'm talking about the match.
you're talking about Braun Breaker losing.
Braun Breaker,
Yeah.
Sami Zayn.
I mean, it doesn't really hurt him too much, in all honesty.
Now I think that there is a real opportunity that Gunther will win the world title, and he's going to be that guy. Him and Braun Breaker are going to come together, and Gunther's going to try telling him, "You can't beat me." He's going to do the same thing he did with Sami, and he's going to lose. That's going to be Gunther in a nutshell.
Well, we'll see where that goes. Presentation, what do you give it?
I give it an 8.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I think.
I love the camera angles that they're trying things. Some things work, some things don't. I do like the shot of Kevin Owens looking down on Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, you can tell a story with camera angles, which is which they haven't done for so long. I mean,
I love
properly.
the views when they go under the ropes.
How they see this is the debut that they should have had for Jacob Fatu. I think if Jacob Fatu
Well,
would
it is technically his in-ring debut, right?
It's his in-ring debut.
I think. Well,
this is when they should have been like, and a person that is unknown entering it as the third competitor instead of debuting him with a limp dick on SmackDown after the Wyatt 6 things on Raw, right?
Was about to say.
I think the only reason that didn't happen is Tongaloa got hurt.
And I also feel like part of that is what Connor said, where it's like they don't want to overshadow Sikoa. It's a balancing act. They put this guy in place to do something. They can't make him look bad.
It would make storyline wise, it would make sense to have Jacob Fatu be the outsider, right? The one that's not in the match.
But it also
given
be
his
like,
character.
Come on, the spotlight would be on him, not Solo.
Exactly.
So I mean, it's unfortunate because for me, for booking, it would have been better to have him be like the surprise entrant, but you can't build Solo and debut Jacob Fatu at the same time, right? As far as wrestling goes, this is 100% a 7. It might even be a 7.5. I know there's botches, but I found the men's Money in the Bank match great. I found Like I give the men's Money in the Bank an 8. I give the Sami Zayn and Braun Breaker match probably like an 8.2. That was the best match of the night.
I enjoyed the shit out of the women's match.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I'd say the Seth Rollins and Damian Priest match is the worst match of the night, which is so weird to say.
Because it had a great start.
I will say this. This is the first time that any gimmick match, the women have done a better job than the men.
I don't agree with that. I think the men's was better than the women's.
I think it's close.
Honestly, the botches. That's the only reason.
Some of those are unavoidable. I mean, we did see Io Sky turn into Metapod. That was pretty fucking funny.
I mean, I would say I'd probably rate the men's and women's very close. If I gave the men's an 8, I give the women's a 7.9. It's purely based on the botches, honestly. Other than that, the main event was fun. It was entertaining. I don't really agree with the way that they booked the ending of it. So the wrestling was pretty good. The booking, I give like a 6, probably, because there's things I love and things I don't like. But the one thing I learned from this pay-per-view is Triple H is very hesitant to move on title holders.
Well,
which is a good thing.
The booking decision to have Drew McIntyre first win the Money in the Bank and then cash it in, only to have CM Punk interfere.
Yeah, but if you think about what Connor said with the last Money in the Bank holder, Damian Priest holding it forever, and now you have the highlight is going to be on the women's money, it actually makes Tiffany Stratton more important. Because there's not going to be a men's. There's good and terrible badness.
So here's what I want to say. It's not the fact that somebody cashed it in.
It's the fact that it didn't need to happen, honestly.
Drew was the one that cashed it in, and there was no need to even have CM Punk interfere.
So the way I look at it is, you could have just made a triple threat and have LA Knight win the
I'm on the same boat with Basement on that
and kind of do a lot more with the character that needs something that you are slowly depriving of anything. I don't see a future. I don't really see in the next year them giving too much to LA Knight. Which is like he'll still be like front and center, and they'll still give him a lot of time on TV. But like, if you're not going for the title, what are you going for? And eventually, if you don't do anything with that hype train will stop.
Yeah, agreed.
Right, and it's at that point now where I think this was the moment to do it. But
you knew that once you saw CM Punk laid out by Drew McIntyre, you knew something was going to come back from that. And it wasn't going to be just Punk walking in and cutting a promo. It was going to be him fucking beating the shit out of Drew McIntyre. And as soon as Drew McIntyre won the qualifying match, I'm like,
don't get me wrong. Everything that happened with CM Punk should have happened. But in a triple threat. The involvement of the Money in the Bank, I think, is where I look at this is an overbooking, right? Of the show. So that's a negative for the booking side of things. As far as the production, I think they were doing a great job. It's definitely like a 9 out of 10. I still think I've watched most of the pay-per-views, if not all, since Triple H has taken over, and there's this weird glass ceiling that they can't seem to break, because everything and this is the problem with Triple H. Everything seems to be building to the next thing, to the next thing, to the next thing, and when there is a payoff, it's also building to the next thing. You kind of have to hit it's almost like he's writing a season of TV shows where you get to the penultimate episode and never the finale.
Yes. Correct.
Yeah, I don't know how else to put it, but I did learn that he is very hesitant to move on from champions, which we've seen, which is a good thing, I think, overall. But also,
since Mania, we've only had 2 titles change hands.
I don't like long runs.
I don't think everything needs to be a long run. I think I don't want to have somebody hold the championship for a night or a fucking month most of the time. But sometimes you need to pull the trigger and just get it off somebody that's kind of running stale, or do something with them. I'm very curious to see what they do with Sami Zayn, because up to this point he's enhancement talent with a title. You got to do something with him instead of just build up other people. Like it's weird for him to be like part of building up Braun Breaker just to beat him. Where do you go from there, right? And
he's going to be the top babyface. I think he's going to be pushed to the world title. If not this run around, then
which I'm not against, but like you at some point in time you got to indicate where you're going. Because we're now how many months into the fucking new year, and or how many months after Mania when he won it, and it's like treading water.
Yeah, no, I get you on that one. And speaking of where it's going, I need to get to bed because I am fucking about to crash hard. So
overall, what do you give it?
What, pay-per-view?
Yeah.
7.5.
All right, fair.
I'll this is my bottom line. I'm not saying this is the correct statement, but I am willing to look past some of the booking flaws for the finish line that is SummerSlam.
Fair enough. And it is definitely like a building block. Heather, what do you give it?
I'm at the 6.5, 7.
JP?
I gave the production an 8, wrestling a 7, and sorry, and the booking a 6, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
8 plus 7, 15, 21. I give it a 7.
You know, and I'm in the same boat. Triple H continues to produce 7s.
Indeed.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate because I'd like to see a bump, but we are done here tonight. I gotta get to bed as well because I gotta work tomorrow. Tomorrow there's nothing. We're not going live unless you guys want to do something. I'm out. Hopefully on Wednesday we come back, but my life has been filled with turmoil, so we'll see.
Don't worry.
Thanks everybody for hanging out. Thanks for all the people that joined in, even the guy that said cringe 1,000 times. Durant sucks me off, and entertainment guy.
Good night, y'all. Enjoy my Kudusi.
Aru, Alpha, who else was this bad boy? Nihos, the Cold Poncho, and Casey is Rob. We're out of here. Thanks for hanging out.
Have a good night.